So, great, we got that out of the way. So welcome back to Welcome back to Fallout New Orre. I am your host and evil mastermind DM Bucky, and these are my lovely players, though I question that occasionally. Let's see. Last time on New Orre, what did happen last time? Yes, everybody, got back together. After the interdimensional bullshit. And, let's see.
Spark is still holding Layla.
Spark is still holding Layla. Spark will not let her go.
No, Spark let her go so she can go talk to Maria.
Well, they went to bed at the, they went back to New Orre. Then they went to bed in the former Team Storm camp. When they woke up, Layla had an unexpected guest.
We don't talk about that. Thanks,
fair.
Josh.
What it is?
Yes, thank you, Josh. That was a beautiful, beautiful thing. Anyways, so let's see. Then they went on to Gateon Port because they have a Maws to rescue. And when they got there, Maria ran out to greet them. Maria is pretty fucked up.
Physically speaking. Mentally, she seems remarkably well adjusted for a child her age.
Yeah.
Especially considering she lives in the wasteland and whatnot.
Especially considering she was part of a vault. Especially considering she just got mauled by a Maws.
Yeah, and that's something I want to point out is that the attack lasted barely a few seconds before they fired off a shot and scared them off. So the attack lasted seconds, if even. And what was that?
There was a noise.
Sorry, my cord got caught, so I'm trying to get it free. There we go. Okay. So the attack lasted barely a few seconds. And Maws.
How long did the attack last again? I'm sorry.
And damn it, you got me all self-conscious here, guys. And Maws was wearing all of his safety gear, so the little, nubs on his horns, the little caps over his claws, etc. And Maria is still that fucked up. So, that's a testament to the power of a Veon. Anyways, let's see, Jolene touched Maria and got a strange vision of the attack. And saw that the Veon pack was heading off to the, northwest? No. Northwest?
Northwest? Unless it was northeast. I don't remember.
I think if I said east, I meant west.
I think you said west.
I'm very dumb about that, but yes, I meant west.
Let's assume that you said whichever one it was that is the correct one.
The correct one is west. Wait. Yeah, west.
Yes. Then you said west.
So
on.
east.
West? East? Oh, I thought you said west. Anyways. So, yeah, and I decided that we were going to wait until the boss fight, which is going to be, this session. So have fun. Start as you will.
I believe prep starts with making sure we are all geared up and have plenty of potions and what have you.
Yes. Indeed. Yes, potions.
Okie dokie.
Layla, who cannot use her bugs, and also is like she could use Socks, but Socks is still a baby and not very high level, so she does not want to use Socks. So who she brings out is Thistle, the Nidoran. And I think we were going to say that Thistle is going to evolve.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
What's that, Hannah?
Say it. Say it.
What do I say?
That's all.
What?
I just want. Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
It's time to Nido Rumble.
Oh, right, yes. Layla is going to get Thistle out of her Pokeball and explain to her they are going on a very important mission, and she is the only one of her Pokemon who she can use. And Thistle gets a very serious look on her face and starts glowing. And when she stops glowing, she's in Nido Arena, and she just nods very solemnly and goes, "Let's get ready to Nido Rumble."
You said that thing. I've been waiting for so long.
Say it
Ever
again.
since you got her.
All right.
And
Very good.
this can just happen off screen, but I think we agreed that so that Thistle has a bit more power to her moveset. Layla was going to ask Jolene very nicely if she could sell some scraps so that Layla could rent a couple of TMs to teach Thistle a couple of more powerful moves.
Did I say how many caps that would cost?
I think... Oh... Damn, I can't remember. I just remember you said... I remember you said it could be covered by some of the scrap selling, but...
Yeah, alright, Hannah, I am such garbage. Have I said how much, how many caps worth of scrap you have?
No?
Let's say 3,000.
Okie dokie.
3,000 caps worth. And let's say that that to rent the TMs costs a total of 500 caps, so that gets you down to 2,500.
Alrighty.
Alright. Alright, anything else?
Oh yeah, I'm looking back in our conversation, we didn't actually decide how much renting the things would cost. So that's fine. And Layla is going to ask Jolene if she has a spare medkit.
Jolene does, and she will hand it over.
Thank you. Get the feeling we're going to need to do some patching up.
Sure thing, hon.
Layla attempts to pick up Thistle to cuddle her, but Thistle is rather bigger now, so Layla just kneels down and cuddles her like that.
Jolene picks up Aaron and cuddles her.
Show off. Thistle just looks at Layla and whispers, "One day I want to be that big." I mean, you'll get bigger.
Aaron looks over and says, "Just keep eating your rocks, kid."
Thistle looks confused for a moment, then determined, and gives a solemn nod. And starts
Oh my god, no.
starts looking around
No.
for rocks to eat.
No!
Layla just feeds her a berry from her bag instead. Do berries count as rocks?
That was a pebble, so that counts.
I mean, they're kind
That
of
was
rock
out of
shaped.
character.
Jolene very quietly hands Layla a batch of cookies that got cooked for a little too long, so they're kind of hard.
Layla will give one of the rock cookies to Thistle. What time of day is it? Were we needing to sleep before heading out, or are we just heading out?
I think it was early enough in the day we could go.
Yeah, I think it's like noon, a little afternoon, so...
So, we go? Is there anything
Sure,
else we need
go
to do?
Do we have potions?
Yes, do we want to make sure we're stocked up on potions?
I have no money, so
I also have no money.
I have 2,500 caps. I actually think I have that plus a little bit that I had before, but
Oh, wait, I
it
tell a
doesn't.
lie. I have 100 money. And 9 potions. I think we should maybe get some super potions or hyper potions.
hyper potions probably would be good.
But I don't know how much money I have because Skype decided to freeze, and with it, the rest of my computer because it's a potato.
No.
Andrea, why is Arthur honking?
Because I booped him.
I mean, that is the thing that happens.
That is what he does when I boop Arthur.
Alright.
Yeah. You okay there, bud?
What's up?
Maybe you should go to bed, honey.
Allie, go to bed!
Telling me that one day my computer's going to be a Spudweiser, and she forgot that was almost a brand of beer. It's not a. It's not a battery, honey. It's a beer brand.
Nice try. Listen, my eyes are itching something fierce, so I'm gonna go splash some water in them. I
Okay.
trust you guys to decide how many potions we're getting. I'll be back soon.
I'm gonna say that hyper potions are gonna be, they're hyper potions, so they're gonna be 50 caps each.
We will take 20, I think.
So that would be 1,000 caps. I'll let
Yes.
Hannah do the math. Okay, go ahead, take
That is
20.
the correct math.
20 hyper potions. I will write this down.
Alistair, Jolene has the berry growing thingy that we never use.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say I have some fucking roust berries?
Sure.
Alright, how many?
Let's say 5.
Alright. We get maybe 3 or 4 burn heals.
Or revive something that we can buy.
Sorry, I thought I was no longer muted. Let's say burn heals are 15 caps each.
Okay.
What about revives?
75 caps each.
How many want to cover those?
Wait, revives or full revives?
You mean max revives?
I don't know what I mean, Alistair. I've played like half a Pokemon.
Half a Pokemon.
It's true. I got stuck on the rock puzzle and I got mad at it because I kept hitting a bunch of Zubats, so I quit.
Alright,
Did I miss anything?
not really, we're just still talking about all the logistics and everything.
Okie dokie.
We have a 20 pipe.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Do we have a candy hammer yet?
True. Can we get? I mean,
I was kidding.
you get
I was kidding. I swear to God, I was kidding.
Wait, what are we getting?
candy hammer.
Oh yeah, we should get a candy hammer.
No, you shouldn't.
I can make it
Yes,
if
No,
you
you
should.
can't.
you give me the stuff.
No, you
You
can't.
should.
Yes, I
What
can.
do you need? What do you need?
We need rare candies, which are essentially meaningless level-wise at this point anyway.
How much like candies?
Lucky, I'm
50
sorry.
million caps each.
Mm.
We have statted it.
I need
Lucky,
to
can
I'm
kill it.
sorry.
Oh no. What was that, Dally?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I know not what I do.
She said she's so sorry she didn't mean it.
And I said he has statted it. We can kill it.
On that front, I'm actually gonna be severely underpowered, so.
You haven't leveled?
No, I have leveled, but I'm down a Pokemon, and I'm not using any of my Guardian abilities. Due to in-game reasons.
I mean, hi, I only have one Pokemon.
That's rough, buddy.
Alright, let's see. Max revives are pretty damn rare.
How much does a shitty revive you for?
Half
Half.
health.
Half?
Yeah.
And you said they're 75?
Yes.
Okay.
How many are we getting of those?
8?
8's a good number.
Mm-hmm.
8.
That's what I thought when I pulled it out of my ass.
8.
I'm thinking
8.
that
8.
Like
8.
4 or 5,
We-
my dude.
we can at least get one Pokemon each, and then we have 2 extra in case we absolutely need it.
And bearing
Though I
in
don't know
mind,
how revives work on humans.
Layla has first aid, and I'm guessing
I think-
Jolene probably does as well, which is the thing that lets you
Jolene has some truly worrying
abilities.
abilities.
Basically, those of us with first aid training can probably bring Pokemon around without too much trouble.
Okay. So worst comes to worst, if we
Also
have to do it a
human.
lot.
Although, that said, like, the ability I have is 1 per person per day. Or 1 per Pokemon per day, so... And I
Yeah.
think I only get 3. So you are only allowed... Only 3 people or Pokemon are allowed to faint. That's your lot.
I mean, technically 6.
Only
long
6
as-
people or Pokemon are allowed to faint. That's your lot.
Well, then
As
that
long
means
as
we have
it's not the
14,
two
because that
of
means
us
that we have 8 revives.
simultaneously.
As long as it's not the 2 of us at the same
14
time.
deaths.
So what we're basically saying to Bucky is take out the healers first.
I mean,
Don't take out the healers first.
I mean, no, don't, obviously, but that's what Bucky's going to take away from this.
That's what, yeah. A little bit.
oh,
Sorry.
buddy.
Starting to
Oh,
think
buddy.
discussing our strategy in front of the DM may have been a mistake. It's fine, I'm sure Bucky won't use any of this information against us.
I would
If
never.
I were him, I would use all of it against us.
Fair.
I
Okay.
would never.
Yeah, you would.
Would I
Yeah,
do
I
a
would.
thing like that?
So. Who's ready to suffer?
Always.
Hang on, I actually have to load my 4th character sheet.
Oh boy.
That's me and my soul.
They
Didn't
load
say that.
too slowly if you put it all in one page. Because it's really long and you have to scroll through it forever.
It is so long.
I didn't design this system, Allie.
That's what she said. What?
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
It's like I said before, the system clearly has a lot of time and love and thought put into it, but for actually playing, it is quite unwieldy.
I would say that the system has a lot of time and love put into it.
Yes.
But it definitely needs some working over.
Yeah.
And
It's too
probably
big.
us
It's,
doing stuff to it as well probably didn't
we
help.
have
Yeah.
house ruled it to hell and back, and we level
Yeah,
every session, and that kind of exacerbates the situation a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
This is us learning for the next time we play a Pokemon game.
Well,
Next.
because someone had experience with this, the players are basically useless. It's all the Pokemon. That's why we house ruled it, so that we'd actually do stuff.
Oh yeah, but I mean, we house ruled some other stuff as well, like the fact that we level every session and the fact that we get feats and edges every level.
Which was a mistake, but it's what's done is done,
Mm-hmm.
and we're getting pretty close to end game anyways, and that will be a blast.
Yes.
So, is there anything else that needs to be done?
Spark picks up Layla and walks to death.
But Layla puts Thistle back in her Pokeball. You know, Spark, you're really going to have to conserve your energy.
Did someone actually
I
write
think I'll be
down all
fine.
of the stuff we just got? Because I 500% did not.
I wrote down the hyper potions and the revives.
We also have.
My
I
sister
think
came in and said famous last words. I think I'll be fine.
we also have 5 burn heals, 5 raspberries, plus I've got a good chunk of heals for everything else.
Okay.
What do
Okay.
raspberries do again?
What?
What do raspberries do again? I don't remember.
They're burn heals, except
Yeah.
they're berries.
I think Eggsy and I will be fine. We both have flash fire.
Okay, Jolene is going to distribute the raspberries to all of the Pokemon that aren't fireproof, or yeah, I think it'll be less than 5, because if it's Thistle, Sarah, and Zazu and Aaron that need it, that's 4. I can
Sarah's
count
immune to fire.
on my okay.
I don't think Cadis has it though, so Cadis could use it.
Oh, okay.
Have what?
Cadis,
Fire.
I don't believe is
Go
immune
for
to
it.
fire. Then again, I don't
Wait,
remember
why
if I
is
got.
Sarah immune to fire?
She is fire type, isn't she?
No, she's not.
She's a ghost fighting, but she has an ability that says she's immune to fire type attacks, and if I'm hit by one, she gains a +5 bonus to the next damage roll of
That's
a fire
flash
type
fire.
attack. Yes, flash fire.
It's probably a holdover from the fire type fusion,
Yeah.
even though she's not fire type. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Oh, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, all fire types are immune to burn. They're not immune to fire type moves, but they're immune to burn.
Yeah. Oh, they are? Okay, so the Cadis is fine then.
Yeah.
Layla basically says very carefully to Thistle, now, I know you like berries, but you need to save this one for if you get hurt.
Thistle's just like, aw.
She's basically like, this is like the biggest challenge she has ever faced, but she looks very solemn and she nods.
I'm so proud of her.
Basically, she has evolved and is trying to be really, really serious.
Very grown up.
Jolene's also gonna give a berry to Philibeth just in case.
Good.
Okay.
Philibeth should give Aaron a kiss for good luck.
She's not gonna do it in front of you guys. They're children.
You guys ready to head out?
Yes?
Yee.
Alright. Alright, so you head out. It takes a couple of hours to reach the, what did I say, quarry? Yeah, quarry. That, the Veons are supposedly holed up in. When you get there, it is surprisingly quiet and empty. On the outside, at least.
Well, we're gonna die.
So, how are we gonna do this? Are we gonna try and sneak up on her?
Can we... Alistair, what would we roll if we wanted to look around and see if there were multiple entrances?
Perception, I suppose.
Layla is still pondering and she goes, I suppose maybe one of us could make a noise like food and see if we could lure them out.
Layla.
Yeah, we might not lure out the Broodmother though, that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, if the Broodmother controls all of them, we're gonna have to fight them all anyway.
So I think the question is, do we want to fight them 3 or 4 at a time, or do we want to just go for it?
I mean, if possible, it would probably be better to get them, like, in little batches, right? Although...
Probably. But I got a feeling once they hear a scuffle, they'll all come charging.
So we need to be ready for that. Really, what would be great is if we could find out how many of them there are.
Out of character, where are we specifically? Like, what's the terrain?
It looks a little something like this, but they're actually, caves, like, kind of. So there's actually, some of it is underground, but, like, on the surface, this is what it looks like, and also caves
It's rock
here and
quarry.
there.
Okay, basically, is this going to be, like, caves territory or mountainous?
Let's say mountainous.
Okay.
Alistair?
Mhm.
30 for finding alternate entrances or, like, weaknesses to the cave.
Like I said, there are multiple. You can tell that there are a few caves that kind of loop, so from like level 2 down to level 3, like kind of in a curvy sort of way. Um, there is only one visible entrance, and that is at the bottom. Um, but hypothetically, the other caves could lead there, um,
Cool.
like somewhere inside.
Is there like some equipment left over from the
Oh yeah,
quarry?
there's like old
Cool.
yeah
D-
old
Quinn's gonna
trucks.
go over to them and start making some abrasion traps.
All right.
I think it would be best to lure him out. That way we're not in a confined space.
Well,
At the
yeah,
same time,
for
it's
one, we
if
can't really. If we could bottleneck them, that'd be great. But one, we can't. There's the landscape isn't right for that. And two, even if we could, the matriarch can fly.
Oh, you,
I can take care of that for a little while.
how
I'm gonna jump on her back and pin her wings down. Out of character, I actually have an ability. If we're in the mountains, I have an ability called Smackdown, which means she loses the ability of flying for 3 turns.
If you're flavoring it like that, though, Layla looks at you like you're insane.
I didn't know another way of flavoring it though. So yeah, if he does it, he's gonna jump on her.
I do also have gravity, which would cause anyone with would cause flying types to no longer be immune to ground type.
So, everybody's active Pokemon. Roll perception. Only your active Pokemon.
Okay,
Fuck, I don't know their perception.
Layla's let Thistle out.
Right now it's Eggsy and Cadus.
where's my fucking perception?
Gotta scroll all the way down to the bottom. Oh
There
god.
it is.
Who sounds like food? Is that you?
I can think of one quotation.
Is that you, Hannah?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's Hannah.
Good. Thistle got.
You don't
range.
know that, Alistair.
I do know that.
We're rolling
Eggsy
perception?
is not an observation.
Well, he
Oh,
got
our
a 15.
Pokemon are rolling
He got a
observation.
15.
Yeah, only our Pokemon.
Oh no, he got a 14. That last
Yeah,
season.
only your Pokemon and only your active Pokemon.
Oh, hey, Aaron. Oh, Aaron got a 21.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Hey!
Zazu got a 22.
Paranoia pays off, man.
Cadus got an 18.
Nice.
It's the two of the paranoid Pokemon.
Good.
I mean, Cadus has a valid reason to be paranoid.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, so does
a 3,
Zazu.
a 2. Eggsy rolled a 3, a 2, and a 3.
That's.
Ixie is so laid back.
Alright.
Ixie's like, this is fine. Everything's fine.
He's just like, alright, we'll find her, don't worry. Alright. Aaron, Zazu, and Cadus. Yeah, let's say Cadus. As you're hanging out here trying to make plans, you guys have all seen How to Train Your Dragon, the first one, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Arthur's favorite movie.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites too. But anyways, you guys know the moment where, they roll up on the Dragon Island nest place, and there's this, background noise, like all this humming and such. And then when you step foot on the island, when they step foot on the island, it's just gone.
Yeah.
It's not a noise, but you sense that, like, once you realize that once you have gotten close enough to this, there's this, you can't even call it a noise, it's almost just like this buzzy sort of feeling that the Pokemon are getting. and then there's just silence once they get close to the quarry.
Nope, nope, nope. Cave full of nightmares. Cave full of nightmares. Nope, that is a murder cave, and we're getting out. Now, we're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving.
Zazu?
Cave full of nightmares.
Yes, we are fully aware. That's why we're here.
Cadis is starting to shrink back a little bit.
Spark is immediately going to comfort her.
I don't like it. I've got to. Zazu is, she's a little bit. I don't want to use any mean words, but because I don't want to be mean to her. But either way, Zazu's right. I have a really bad feeling about this.
Thistle is going to march forward and place herself firmly in front of Cadis and Zazu and go, "Don't worry, I'll look after you."
I'm going to say that once these, actually, never mind. I'll say it once something actually happens. So, yeah, Cadis is just like, there's something, I have a really bad feeling.
Well,
I don't.
me and Aaron are really big and tough. We can take it, right, Aaron?
No, actually, this kind of reminds me of that time with the obelisk, and I don't really want to.
I swear to God, I've been walking these caves. There's an obelisk.
Thistle just blinks and goes, "Okay, I'll protect you too."
I don't think that's a good idea, kid. Like, if I fall, my corpse would smash you.
I'll protect you from over here.
Okay, you do that.
Cadis, if you want, you don't have to fight this.
I want to be brave.
Why? That's a lot. I don't want to be brave.
Because I want to help people. I want to make sure nobody gets hurt.
Someday I'm gonna lend you my copy of Ayn Rand, kid.
Oh my fucking god!
You want to help Cadis, but if you don't feel like you can do this, you don't have to fight. No one's gonna think any less of you.
It's just that there's this feeling. I can't explain it. It's almost like a sound, but it's not. Or maybe a smell, but it's not. Or I don't know. And I'm gonna say that once Cadis mentions this, the Pokemon that did not pass the rolls can notice. Like, it occurs to them, now that you mention it, it was there, but, when we were approaching, but now it's not there anymore.
Thistle.
He has put his hackles up.
Thistle furrows her brow. Now that you mention it. But it stopped now. Maybe we scared it off.
That's the smell of evil. Or the unsmell of evil. Bad.
It wasn't
Nightmares.
a smell or a sound.
Nightmare
it was a feeling. But not like a good feeling like berries.
It's gonna be a tough fight.
It's
It
like
was
a
like
bad feeling, like no berries ever.
It was like a hum. And it suddenly picks up again.
Oh, like that. Hey, can you humans hear it?
Nope.
No.
Absolutely. You get absolutely nothing.
Thistle, I think this is just a Pokemon thing.
I really want Eggsy to intuition something.
Alright, go ahead.
What is Eggsy's intuition?
I don't know.
It would help if I was looking at Eggsy and not Cadis.
Fair.
So it is the same thing.
By the way, at this point, Cadis is just snuggling Spark so hard. Ooh.
That is a 4?
That sucked.
I
It was
don't think Eggsy is very intuitive.
I'm aware.
Layla's kind of intuitive though, and she's looking thoughtful. Do you think that might be the Broodmother using her mind control powers, maybe?
Either that, or maybe they already know we're here.
Do you think they have
Um,
any ground types that can use tremor sense?
It's always a possibility. We're dealing with wild Pokemon.
Jolene, can I say this out loud, Hannah, or do you want to?
Yeah, anytime. I
Oh,
was just sort of didn't want to interrupt.
Oh,
That's
shit.
fair.
Rana?
Oh, no.
Um, Jolene, pulls a slab of meat out of her bag, stuffs a live grenade into it, and throws it into the cave.
Well, then no, we're here now.
You said someone ought to sound like food, honey.
I
Oh.
did not say that.
I said that, and that doesn't sound like food. That sounds like explosive diarrhea.
You hear a number of hisses and snarls after the boom.
Can we count the hisses?
I'm gonna say 5. No, wait, 4.
Thistle runs around in a nervous circle, then calms herself down, and goes, "It's okay. No one has to run. Everything's fine."
I love Thistle.
I love her too.
I don't even know what Thistle is. She's just writing herself at this point.
Yeah, that happens. It happens all the time. It's what happened to Hodge.
Fucking hot.
But we
Anyway.
don't talk about Hodge.
Eggsy is now in attack position.
All the Pokemon.
I put a trap in front of the gate in the cave.
Wait, alright, so have you headed down, or are you still up, kind of out at the edge?
Okay, no, I guess I'll get up. If they're gonna come up, wherever they're gonna come up from is where I'm gonna put the trap.
I think we're all just kind of awkwardly milling around the front of the cave with our thumbs up our asses.
I thought we were still a bit far back.
Yeah, I was picturing you guys kind of up on the cliff overlooking the
Yeah,
quarry.
it's like if we're still kind of figuring out what we're doing, we're not going to be at the entrance of the cave yet.
Okay. Then I don't think that is a reasonable throwing distance for a slab of meat.
That's fair. Alright, so scratch
It's not
that.
that I wouldn't, just, I was picturing us, like, right there.
No. That's too close.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. So yeah, that did not happen.
Thistle skitters up
But
to Layla.
as I was
Oh, sorry, Bucky, go ahead.
as I was starting to say, let me think. What do I want to do here? All of the Pokemon roll a D100.
Nothing ever bad came from rolling a D100, alright? Firefox, why you know?
don't want, like, our focus
no.
skill or anything?
Firefox.
Nope, no particular skill, just a D100.
Firefox.
I hate this.
So, one of my Pokemon is either screwed or we're perfectly okay.
Yeah, no, Sarah's either with me or not, and if she's against me, I'm. Bleh.
I have no idea what this means.
It's either we're losing Eggsy and Sarah or we're losing Thistle.
I'm so happy.
What? Oh my
I'm so
god, no,
happy.
the higher we get, the more likely it is we're mind controlled, right? No, the lower?
We don't know yet.
I'm not telling you.
Well, you'll
I'm
have
I'm
to
telling you till
eventually.
everyone's. I'm not telling you till everyone's rolled.
I have rolled, but rolls is being slow.
I've got AA Ron's roll.
There's
And there's
Zazu.
Zazu's.
So we're either losing Thistle and maybe Cadis or all the
Everyone
Pokemon.
else.
I gotta PM one of you.
One.
Only one of us.
Thank God.
Fuck. It me, ain't it? It me, ain't it?
Oh god, is it Eggsy? We lost
Fucking
Eggsy.
Eggsy. Of course it would be Eggsy. It makes sense he's Eggsy.
I am bound to serve you, my queen.
Oh my god! No! No!
You know, in a fight, Sarah might just have to fight Eggsy, and I want to see that now.
I'm not getting a PM, so
I don't know that anyone's got
I saw my message counter go up, and I'm like, oh fuck. Turns out it's from a different chat. I'm like, oh.
Thistle starts walking down towards the quarry.
Oh.
Thistle?
Thistle, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, but I
Wait,
gotta
what's
go
your-
down there.
Why?
Cause it's hard to explain, but it's like it's calling me, so I gotta go there.
Thistle, that's
Gotta
a
do
bad
that.
Aaron
idea.
is going to try to grab her.
Her little legs pinwheel.
She's just wiggling, trying to go down.
Thistle, sweetie, it's. I think that's the Broodmother trying to control you. Oh, well, oh. How does Thistle feel about this kind of mind control thing? Is like she aware of it, or? Well, actually, it's not even mind control yet. She's just being drawn down there. How compelling is it?
It is like, well, you rolled pretty badly, but at the same time,
I'm cool with whatever, man.
it's pretty strong. It's like, I'm gonna describe it as it's not quite compulsion. Like it hasn't quite reached the point where being prevented, like makes her freak the fuck out. But it's like while she's being restrained, she's starting to get kind of stressed. Like, man, I need to do this. I need to do this.
But like if I go down there, I can like start looking around and looking for weaknesses and seeing how many Veons there are. I can help if I go down there. Thistle, sweetie, I don't think.
That's
Yeah,
nice, kid.
I really gotta go.
I'm sure you do. I'm not gonna put you down though. I'm comfy like this. You know, holding a squirming child in my arms. This is what I always wanted. This is why Frills and I have so many kids.
Eggsy is going to walk over to Thistle and just boop.
She does kind of tentatively look up at Aeon and go, would you want to be... Anyway, no, I need to go. I need to... With the... Oh boy. Thistle... Guys, I'm thinking of putting her in her Pokeball, but I don't know if that'll stress her out more.
Do Pokeballs actually keep them in if they're unwilling in this universe?
That's a good question. We haven't come across any Psyducks or Wobbuffets, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or Weeping Bells.
Wow, not that.
Those in particular are.
I think
Seven.
they're famous in the anime for always coming out of the Pokeballs.
And messing with the
Psyduck.
with James.
Wow, about that.
Psyduck was the main group's one, and
Yeah.
then later on you had others who would do it.
Victory
So
Bell.
the Victory Bell didn't come out of the Pokeball. The Victory Bell just didn't come out.
Oh, that's right.
Of it was only really Wobbuffet.
Yeah, Wobbuffet is the only one.
Wow.
But the Victory Bell and the Carnivine, they tried to eat James all the time.
It was how they showed their affection.
So thirsty.
They really liked James, and they wanted to show him that they were very, very glad that he was their trainer.
For sexual
By
assault.
consuming him and making him a part of their bodies.
Layla's gonna try putting Thistle in her Pokeball. Like, if she manages to put her in, like, as she gets enveloped by the red laser beam, she's like, but Mom!
Wow.
Come on! I don't want to go to bed yet. I'm not even tired.
Aaron kind of sits back down now that she's not holding a child.
So
Layla
that's good.
Layla reaches up and pats the highest part of Aeron she can reach. Thanks for looking out for her.
You know.
Eggsy is going to attempt to pick up Layla.
Ah!
No. Pixie, no.
Try to hold Layla up to so she can properly pat Aaron on the head.
Oh, she does so.
I try, you know, kids are just kids. It's not like I like her or anything.
She thinks very highly of you too.
Yeah.
Psst. Psst.
Who's saying psst?
Sting.
It's out of character, but.
Oh.
So guys.
Eh.
Eh. Roll another D100.
Oh, you fucker.
What?
Wait, even Thistle?
No, just
Okay.
the active Pokemon.
Fuck!
Fuck!
Layla is cradling Thistle's Pokeball and looking concerned.
I'm just wondering how Eggsy is passing all these rolls.
She is so heckin' loyal.
Oh my god.
Or-
Oh my
or
god, can you imagine if Sarah falls to this and then Eggsy solos his entire dungeon?
He's. You know, my theory is that Eggsy is just so derpy that there's nothing there to control.
He's just kind of like, he hears the calling and he just kind of sticks his tongue out like, what?
It just tilts
it's
the
like
head
that
to one
vine.
side. Just it's like the gif of Toothless when he dips his head to the one side.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys seen that vine that's like when your bro is possessed by the devil, but he's too high for it to phase him?
No!
I think I have.
What?
And I'd say,
The vine goes that there's a dude sitting on the couch, and the second guy is like, "Hey, I'm going out. Do you want anything?" And
Oh,
the demon's voice in his head is like, "Yeah, like the souls of the unborn." And he goes, "A bagel," and the demon goes, "No!" And he's like, "2 bagels."
I found it, actually. There it is.
So,
have rolls been made?
Cool. She just starts phasing through the ground. So standing there, usually arms crossed, starts phasing through the ground.
Aaron just looks down and goes, "Yeah, I can't fix that one."
Cadus nervously starts to head down to the bottom of the quarry.
Aaron picks Cadus up.
Uh-oh. Sarah?
Cadus is one.
Sarah?
It looks like she's in an elevator. Just
Okay, this is
Just
getting
saying.
bad. Like, the longer we delay, the more she's gonna try and control our Pokemon. I think we need to go down there.
Cadus starts wiggling.
Sarah is trying. Spark is trying to grab Sarah. I was muted the entire time.
Ah,
Oh, honey.
does Spark manage to grab Sarah, or is Sarah phasing like a phasey thing?
I'm gonna say she can't grab Sarah, because the phasing.
Okay, you know what? If they're gonna be pulled down there, we need to go too.
Yeah. Let's go.
Jolene still has a slab of meat and a grenade.
Okay.
Please reenact that plan. I am totally okay with Jolene doing that thing when we actually get to the cave.
Yeah.
Because apart from anything else, it might distract the Broodmother. So
It's
yeah.
very delicious and bleedy smelling meat.
Oh my god. Alright. So you head down to the bottom.
Yes.
Yes.
You look into the cave, and it's actually not very deep. Actually, I'm gonna say Cadus tentatively approaches it and huffs a little bit of fire for some light. And you catch a glimpse. What was that?
Her Pokeball ready to pull Cadus back if she goes in before she's supposed to.
And you actually, once you get a little hint of light in the cave, you catch a glimpse of Maws, kind of hanging around in the back.
Maws! Hey, Maws!
He
Jolene grabs Layla's arm and just kind of gives her this look like, what are you doing?
I'm sorry. I thought maybe he'd recognize us.
he slowly turns, looks over his shoulder. His eyes are just empty, and he tilts his head to the side, studying you.
Doesn't recognize us.
Jolene throws the meat bomb.
Do it.
Um,
Spark is grabbing the Gated back farther, that way she doesn't get hit with the blast.
Sarah's invisible and still descending through the rock.
I'm gonna roll a thing real quick. There is a sudden gust of wind from inside the cave, and the meat grenade flies back out.
Hey!
It doesn't fly at you. It just kind of flies past you and explodes harmlessly, a pretty fair distance behind you.
Oh, that didn't happen last time.
Well,
Jolene gives the general area of the cave the finger.
Hey, Jolene.
Mm-hmm.
You guys still have those pistols, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me check.
how close are you guys standing to the cave?
Not super close.
Not super close, yeah.
All right,
Out of character, what level were we supposed to be?
42.
42.
Okay, thank you.
Same.
Need to
Yep.
grab
same.
something that isn't part of my class, just so I can fight.
Roll perception.
Everyone?
Oh,
Like,
good.
Are we talking about trainers rather than Pokemons?
Everyone, preferably trainers in particular, but if you want your Pokemon to roll, like whoever you want to roll.
I'm just
saying-
making sure because last time it was Pokemon.
Yeah.
So Sarah's still descending.
Is she? I mean, like everyone's reached the bottom of the quarry now. Is she just sticking with the group?
Probably.
Because like that's where it's telling you
33.
to be.
I'm using Skill Monkey. So we roll that.
I got a 20.
All right.
Skill Monkey's a +3. Am I correct?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That was worse.
Oh my goodness.
No.
I mean, it was better. Not +3.
Well, either way, you guys notice, like, as you look up, you notice Veons peering at you from over the edges. Like, they're kind of above you and they're looking down at you, but they are not coming after you. They're just kind of watching you for right now.
We just need the Broodmother. That's all we need.
Well, maybe we should go
What
in
did
and
you
get
say?
her. Maybe she'll be at less of an advantage inside because there's less space to fly, although you can bring her down from flying anyway.
Jolene.
As you're saying this, a head kind of lowers down upside down from the cave ceiling.
Jolene is going to make a very frantic, like, go hide, sneak up gesture at the rest of the party, and she's going to take just Aaron up with her, and she's going to look up. She's going to say, "Hi, can we have our friend back?"
They
I can totally get rid of one of her types and replace it with fighter or fighting.
That is so deeply unhelpful to everyone.
So wait, can we hide? Like Jillian asked us to?
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
some
think
like
it would be a smart idea to hide at this point because they know we're here.
I mean like there is like, equipment and like rubble and stuff like that. So yeah, there are hiding places if you so choose.
Flank them and find cover while Jolene is annoying. Jolene doesn't expect them to magically forget that they were there.
Okay, so find cover. Yeah, Layla will try and find cover.
So when you look up at these Veons that are looking down at you and studying you, like Maws, their eyes are pretty empty. Like they are just staring at you. There's nothing there. Um,
Are there any that don't look like that?
no,
So we haven't found the Broodmother yet.
not yet.
Great.
And like I said from inside the cave. No, disregard what I said earlier about head lowering from the ceiling inside the cave. Right.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, my bad. Um, and suddenly, from near the top of the quarry, there's this huge bat-looking fucking thing. It looks like a demon. Like, sincerely, it is just red, with this orange mane over its, shoulders and kind of some fur on its head. These dark eyes, these curved horns. And wings. It looks like a demon. Um, it is huge, bigger than Maws, and takes off into the sky. It flies, kind of carefully glides down, and lands in front of Jolene. And she,
Boys, this is your boss. This is who I should be talking to, right? Does anyone want to help me out? Introduce me? No.
she is staring at you, and I'm going to, let's see. All right, so this is kind of how she's walking right now. So, like, that's kind of the pose that she's taking as she's looking at you.
So,
Aw.
a bat.
She is.
Cute.
Also kind of like a dragon from Skyrim.
Yeah, so, yeah, she is studying Jolene. Her eyes are not like the others. She is clearly all there right now. And, she is watching Jolene. She almost seems to laugh. Excuse me. And she says, "Ah, so the humans did come for Maws. Here we thought that he was just, well, that he'd lost his mind, but from the looks of it, he is a pet after all."
Yeah, we'd like him back. We're very fond of him.
No.
Please. If you just give him back, we won't even kill you.
You kill me.
Yeah.
That's...
Honey, I punched Satan in the face once. Don't think you scare me.
I guess really when you've done that, nothing can scare you.
She grins at you, and she has, like, hella fangs. And she
How
said,
many times? Hella.
hella. Well, I mean, like, not just, like, how many, but, like, they are sharp and big and doing you a frighten. I mean,
Hella
not
refers to
necessarily.
both the quality and the quantity.
They are, yes, they are hella frightening. But anyways, so she just kind of grins at you.
Alistair, is she technically speaking a wild Pokemon of any kind?
Yes.
Can Jolene roll Intimidate to try to get her to disrupt mind control?
Oh.
Sure.
I mean, I know it probably won't be permanent or last more than like a round or two, but
Worth a try, though.
but I have an ability that I have literally never used, where I can use Intimidate to force wild Pokemon to do what I want. But like, it seems mean in the ethical context of the larger game that we've built. The point is, I can do it.
All right. So,
Jolene smiles back.
is that all she does?
I'm 100% prepared to re-roll it.
That's a 27.
She stops grinning, but it's not in like a frightened oh shit kind of way. It's in a curious kind of way.
Oh, is that
And like,
a D5 rather than a D6?
oh,
It's a 66, but I replace one of the dies with a 6 because I
Okay.
have the skill stunt thingy.
Because what you seem to have rolled is
65 rather than 5d6.
Oh, I've done that for the past like 3 or 4 rolls.
Oh,
Well,
no.
crap.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm noticing that just now. Wow.
Oh, no.
So, I don't know. I haven't been doing too badly.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
There we
Wow.
go. Okay.
Alistair.
Okay.
That's more like it. Oh, there's
Alright.
2 6s in there. That's a 34.
Yep. As I was saying, she's not frightened, but like she's kind of looking at you now in an oh, this is interesting kind of way rather than oh, this is easy, I'm just going to kill it kind of way. Like she's met her match is
Like a bug.
um so she kind of starts circling around you. And she goes, "Well, what's a Satan?"
What'd you say?
And she starts to say, "Well," and then she pauses and she says, "What's a Satan?"
A little bit bigger than you, little more toothy. It's got some. It's not important.
And she's thinking for a moment. And she shakes her head. "Well, whatever it is, it's never met me or my pack."
I think they're only your pack if they actually like you, honey.
Damn.
Liking me? That doesn't matter.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you've got a great personality.
If Layla looks to her left, she can see Spark's eyes are starting to glow red.
Layla clocks this, and she's actually going to release Thistle.
Oh yeah, that would make Spark pretty mad, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not casting Work Up just yet because that's going to be my first move in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Which part makes Mark mad?
I'll let Andrea explain.
Just everything she's saying about, Pokemon not, caring and stuff.
They don't.
Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter whether or not they like me.
Yeah.
It's very much the philosophy of they don't have to like me, they just have to obey me. That's
Yeah.
very much the Ascendant philosophy.
Team Ascent.
Yes.
Team Ascent.
I was getting
Lord.
my big bads mixed up there for a second.
Oh Lord, what would that even look like? Team Ascent.
We call them Team Upsy Daisy.
Team Upsy Daisy. Just to piss them off. Oh my god.
No, Layla is now going to want to call them the Upsy Daisies instead of the Ascendants. Oh no.
No! Why do you guys do this to my big bats?
It's not me. It's Layla. Definitely. I'm
It's
blameless.
definitely me.
It's definitely Hannah. I mean, and it's Jolene a little bit, but...
If you
know.
find a force that is a lot to be reckoned with, you kind of have to take it down to size by mocking it. Because it's how you, like, it's one way of defeating them.
Mm-hmm.
Quick,
Jolene's real class is Butt Monkey Crafter.
quick question. When Thistle is released from her Pokeball, does she still feel drawn?
No, that feeling is actually gone once you've gotten down to the center. It's just kind of like, okay, we did it. We're good now. We're good.
Okay, so
that goes for all of you.
She isn't. So none of the Pokemon are feeling compelled towards the Broodmother.
Not right now, no.
Okay. Layla has a hand on Thistle's back and just is whispering to her to be ready.
she starts kind of circling around Jolene and Aaron curiously. And she's just kind of licking her teeth. And she says, "So, if a dirty little human stormed into your home to take what belongs to you, not even so much as asking first."
Wait. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm not trying to upset you, oh mighty, tiny oppressor lady.
Tiny.
Tiny oppressor lady. But, are you seriously using the "you're trying to kidnap what I have already stolen" line?
To
You
be fair,
literally picked the only person on this side of the wasteland who would know that you stole that line.
She blinks.
And you really want to go with "you're trying to kidnap what I have rightfully stolen."
can I just point
She-
out that Jolene also did technically ask? Anyway.
I'm hurting
So I did
because
ask.
that's true, but anyways.
She said, "Can we have our friend back, please?"
Yes. She just looks so confused. And she goes, "What I mean to say is, what would you do with intruders?"
Have movie night, catch up on the last few years of, pop culture that you've apparently missed. I mean, I know I don't have skin, but I have great taste in videos.
Well, allow me to show you what I would do. And she kind of rears up on her back legs, and you know the animation in Fallout 4 for when a Deathclaw roars?
Jolene readies her shield with a look of abject boredom.
Oh my god.
Incredible. Alright, and I'm sorry, but I gotta guarantee you guys that these guys are going first. Deathclaws, as such, Veons have ridiculous speed, so they are going first.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you
do
might want
also.
to talk to
I'm
Buck
using
and
my ability that I'm casting before combat. I'm using agility.
Okay, that's fine. That's
I mean,
fine.
I have a speed of 36, so
They still
I
beat
now
you.
have a speed
yeah,
of
I figured.
42.
Okay.
Do we
Yeah.
do
I mean,
you want
initiative
us
36
to
technically.
do you want us to type our speeds, Bucky, or do you have them already?
That would have been a really good thing to do in preparation. Yeah, can you type them,
Well,
please?
if all the
Do you want them in the main chat or a PM?
Main chat, please.
I can remember Thistles. Thistles is 5. Hey Hannah,
I got a rock.
who's going last, Thistle or Aaron?
It's
Hunter,
still Aaron.
Hunter, I
Right.
need to know who those numbers belong to. Also, if I use my stern voice, I'm sorry. It's my museum voice, my museum camp voice.
We're not
Honey, you
goblins.
do what you gotta do.
It just kind of comes out sometimes now. Alright, let's see.
I would also like to give a shout out to Hannah for helping me to stat Thistle to be effective, optimized.
I don't know what you're talking about. Optimizer.
Basically,
Never.
I had a decent crack at it, and then Hannah's like, you don't have to use this, but, like, basically I said, if anyone has any suggestions, I'm not good at optimizing, so I'm all ears. And Hannah said, you don't have to use this, but I had a look, and came up with this, and I'm like, oh yes.
Right, sorry, this has taken me a minute.
That's
I'm
fine
just
because I gotta pick up my last feat.
I'm
Uh,
just going to remind everyone that we do have 24 claimed rerolls and 14 unclaimed.
That is worth reminding us of.
And then I also do have a capability that does allow me to use rerolls that I always tend to forget. So I use that.
Alright,
I think I also have something along that sort.
I don't know how you would because it is a. I think that's a.
I don't have it for combat roles, but I have like
Alright,
staffs.
did I miss anybody?
Oh my god. Look at Jolene and Zazu and Aaron on 5, 5, and 3. That's amazing. So good. And then Spark's got 42. Wow.
I am
Yeah,
the
holy.
episode.
How the hell do you have 42?
My speed is 30, and then agility has me go up 2 combat stages.
Right.
Damn!
Nice.
I should pick that shit up.
Yeah, agility is athletics based, I believe.
Alright, so I didn't miss anybody?
Yeah, it looks like we've got
No, I'm just
everyone.
laughing because I abruptly remembered that Jolene technically has agility.
No!
Do
was
it!
It
No!
was like one of those, you pick up this move and this move, and I was like, oh, well, that's cool. I will literally never use that one.
Okay,
It is
okay.
I,
Well,
the
either
most
way.
agile French fry.
Okay, anyways, everybody, well, not everybody, all the active Pokemon roll a D100.
To see if we get mind controlled. Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh, wait, hold on.
What?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Thistle's okay.
I think
Cadus.
Eggs is okay.
Cadus is
Cadus, I don't think is
not.
okay. Depending on how everyone else rolls, I'll wait to re-roll Cadus.
So we need a Sarah and 2 rocks.
It's loading for me.
I rolled.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, no.
Fuck my life.
Okay,
Oh,
so
boy.
Oh no, Aaron, no!
So 3 re-rolls, I suggest?
Why do you guys hate me?
3 re-rolls. On the table, I believe? Hannah, Hunter? Do you want to use a
Sure.
reroll?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll take my chances on
58.
Zazu. I'm gonna re-roll a
I don't know if that's gonna be a pass.
I'm going to re-roll Cadus. That's good, I'm good with Cadus.
Aaron is looking good.
Um,
I don't see Cadus's reroll.
alright.
That's right.
Nobody's
is,
mind
there it
controlled.
is.
Nobody's mind controlled.
Oh, thank God.
I know it'll happen eventually, and we'll try not to re-roll you into oblivion every time, but 1 round, man.
1 round. Alright.
I guess we don't
Okay.
get to know when the Veons go then.
Okay. So,
Out of interest.
she realizes that none of you are coming to her side, looks frustrated, snarls, and she's gonna use flamethrower. Not, she's just, hold on.
Whom?
On whom?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. On, Aaron.
Okie dokie.
I'm sure everyone takes half damage, I believe.
That sucked.
Wow.
That's a no!
Hannah, if you want, we can flavor that as Aaron literally just kind of shields herself. It takes no damage.
I just imagine she just kind of takes a step to the side.
Aaron is just gonna, lean slightly, look at it, and go, toasty.
Good. She is growling. Right, and now it is Maws's turn.
Oh no. Remember, guys, Maws is fairy. So if anyone has a dragon type move, don't use it.
He bolts out of the
Wait, is he
cave.
fairy type?
Yeah, he
He's
is fairy.
He's a
type.
Sylveon.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm sorry, for some reason I thought Sylveons were psychic.
No, Espeon is
That's
psychic.
Espeon.
Okay, that's the one that's like Sylveon, except you evolve it at night, right?
No, that's the one you evolve at day. Umbreon is the one you evolve at night.
Sylveon evolves. Sylveon, you evolve with friendship. No, not friendship. Affection. Sorry.
Mhm.
Espeon
needs
and
to know
Umbreon,
what
you
you're
both
doing.
evolve with friendship, but one is at night and one is at day.
Oh, I hate this.
Point
Swag.
is, Maws is a giant fairy.
Oh, hold on.
And he's pink!
Yes, he's fucking big!
Yeah. He'll take half damage to fighting, bug, no damage from dragon, then half from dark.
Alright, he bolts out of the cave, roaring, rears up on his hind legs, and swipes at Jolene, but misses.
Has he by any chance still got his safety nubs on? No? Worth a try.
I like the idea that they do because they can't figure out how to pull them off.
It's clear that they have tried to remove them, but like you can see that they're kind of scuffed up a bit from like they've been chewed on and like dented, but he still has them
Oh
on.
my
yes.
god, he still has them on?
Yes.
Oh my
Adorable.
god.
So half damage.
A little bit, but either way, he doesn't hit you because he missed.
Jolene hasn't moved. She's just standing there, and she's like, probably when he likes you, he'll maul the crap out of anybody. Maybe you should work on, employee relations.
Alright, she growls and.
Jolene, use smack talk.
One moment. That's better. Okay. Ooh, nice. So one of the Veons drops down, and it's hard to tell its secondary typing, but one of its types at least is steel. You can tell that straight off. So it drops down, and come on, please, pretty please. There we go. That's more like it. And it uses. Give me just a second here. My thing is acting up.
What's happening?
My thing screwed up, so I need to figure out what move he's gonna use, but it needs a minute to fix. Yes.
That's cool. I just realized I haven't calculated everyone's new actual hit points.
So yeah, good idea to do.
That could probably be good, considering I'm pretty sure either Jolene or Aaron is the one that just got hit, based on how obnoxious they're being.
Right.
Purely based on how
If you can
annoying.
post the if I don't find it first.
The
the-
formula.
Yeah, formula.
Hold on, I got it. Like I have it on my character sheet, so I never forget.
There we go. Okay.
I need to put it on my character sheet. I just don't.
Wait. It's been your trainer's level times 2 this whole time.
Yes.
Ha!
I don't want to talk about it.
Hannah, I thought you were a min-maxer. Come on.
I am. I just don't min-max HP. Jolene isn't an HP pool.
Alright, so this thing is gonna use Brick Break
Oh boy.
Rude.
on Aaron.
Oh no.
Jolene uses Protect to tank for Aaron.
Okay.
Is protect and interrupt?
Technically yes. Normally you can only use it for like yourself. But I have a class ability that lets Jolene use Protect on others.
Okay. I was just curious.
So, alright, just to make sure I know, does that mean that, like, that's your turn for when it rolls around to Jolene's turn?
I actually have no fucking idea.
I think interrupts act as like if you're playing D&D as a reaction.
Yeah.
Like you get one per round.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so Jolene still gets a turn on her turn?
Sure.
Oh, cool.
Alright. So yeah, it tries to use Brick Break, but it is blocked by Jolene. The next Veon to drop down is, let's see, Electric. So it kind of looks like a Jolteon, but it also looks like it's got like these weird ice crystals on the edge of it, so it looks like a Jolteon crossed with a Glaceon.
Sweet.
So this dude drops down. He kind of starts to try to use his electricity, but then it kind of fizzles out.
You're not having a good day, man.
I am not. My goodness.
Oh, Alistair, I was wrong. I mixed up two different abilities. I can interrupt the attack, but I take damage from it, but I get like extra damage resist.
Okay, so it does. Alright, it is going to do 69 damage on Jolene, of course, minus.
That's adorable.
Yeah, minus like her defense and resistance and whatnot. So
Okay.
you go ahead and calculate that. I trust you. Right, the fifth and final Veon drops down. It is rock and water, so it looks kind of like a stony Vaporeon. And let's see how this guy does. Okay, the DC on that move is what is Aaron's physical or speed evasion? 6?
I mean, obviously not.
Not speed evasion. Obviously. All right,
But
so
it's
that
it maxes out at 6, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's 6.
all right, that hits then. It is like kind of it charges towards Aaron. As it charges, you see this kind of water gathering around its tail. It kind of skids to a halt, and as it does, it's reeling back for a hit, and slam Aqua Tail right into Aaron.
Aaron kind of staggers backwards and spits out the water and glares.
Alright, and that is going to do shit, I did my math wrong last time, Hannah. I said 69, it was actually 59 damage. I'm sorry, so you
Is
get
that
back.
already doubled?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It doesn't matter? Okay.
I mean, not for the one Jolene intercepted. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
this one,
before let's pause for a second before you do a whole bunch of math. Aaron has solid rock. Super effective damage is 1.25 times.
Okay, I'll let you do the math on that then.
Let me at him.
So it does 61 damage, and again I'll let you do the math.
Okay, that's just 61 base damage for that
61
Veon
base
doing
damage,
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is, I think, all of the Veons. Ooh, let me at him. Okay. So that's all the Veons.
Thistle is feeling really mad that someone attacked her Aaron.
Her buddy.
Her buddy.
Because she promised to protect. So it is Spark's turn.
Alright, well, Spark isn't going to be attacking for a while because I've got a bunch of like status moves to try to help. So, my first turn, I'm going to be casting Gravity.
Alright.
5 rounds. The area is considered warped. While warped, moves involve the user being airborne may not be used. Pokemon cannot use Sky or Levitate capabilities until the end their turn at an altitude higher than 1 meter. Flying types and Pokemon with the ability Levitate are no longer moved to ground types. All accuracy rolls receive a +2 bonus.
Right,
Really?
Yes.
Cool. Also, is this mountain? Are we in the caves now?
it's still mountainous. You're not inside the caves.
Cool. If we get some combat stage minuses, I can reset them all to 0.
Alright, so to flavor that, once you use Gravity, Talon, you see her eyes go wide. She clearly senses that something is up.
Yeah, Spark's just kind of like the ridges of her eyes are just kind of like slowly like trying to control, but she's fighting it off, and just reaches down and just kind of like puts there's a pulse through the ground.
And so Talon tries to jump up and flap her wings, but it is not working, and she just kind of glares at you and hisses, but she does not say anything.
Aaron starts pointing and laughing.
You cast the more lights.
Hey, Aaron, use taunt.
It's
All right. It is Quinn's turn.
So,
Paste this down.
Because I can't do any Guardian thing. I'm gonna punch her in the face.
Just straight up run out of your hiding spot and punch this thing in the face.
Yeah. Actually, hold on, wait. I'm wondering if I try to tame one of these things, it's gonna be a mental fight between me and her.
I feel like you can't tame something if it's actively being mind controlled.
Probably.
You can't tame any of these things. Like her mind control has a semi success rate, has like a 40% success rate on regular Pokemon.
Okay.
But it has a 100% success rate on male Veons. There is no way you're gonna break them out of her control until she's fainted or dead.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna punch her in the face.
You punch her in the face. Roll to hit.
+2. Fuck.
Nicely done. You try to punch her in the face. I'll let you flavor how you fail that.
Well, hold on, because I have a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it is, but it's the one that allows me to take 2 actions per round.
Oh joy.
Yes.
Multitasker.
Multitasker, yes, I'm multitasker. I picked up both of them because I knew if you ever took away my Pokemon, I needed it. So he goes up and tries to punch her in the face, and because how tall is she?
Oh, did I say Maws is 15 feet tall?
Something like that.
He's
Yeah.
big. She's bigger than him.
Okay, so he tries to jump up and misjudges his leap and just kind of swings off to the side. But as he's falling down, he's like, "Heh! Oh god damn it!"
That's a nat 1.
Can I get a reroll on that one? Wait, do we have penalty? Does something happen if I nat 1? I don't remember in this system.
It's never happened before.
I feel like you can't talk your way out of a nat 1, man. Just punch yourself in the face and move on.
Well, that was actually a reroll.
No, at this rate, I think he would be flat on. I would just think he would just be flat on the ground.
Just kind of thud.
Probably just prone or something.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever set the house rule.
I know something happens when you crit, but I don't know about crit failing. Let me see if I can look.
Yeah, well, I think that would be a house rule, and I'm gonna be nice, and since I never set a house rule for crit fails, I won't implement that right this second.
There's nothing in the book about critical fails.
Yeah, and like
Alistair,
I said,
remember Blindbeard the pirate?
I want to do it.
Anyways,
I want to play Blindbeard the pirate in your next campaign.
Remind me at some point to tell you guys about my pirate One-Eyed Jack.
Incredible. Okay, so
I swing at him and fail. Is there anything that special happens?
she just kind of stares at you like, wow, that sucked. But moves on with this fight.
same to you, dude.
Yes.
Well, a punch in the face to you too.
Alright,
I can get someone to immediately go after me.
Alright, so it is
Did anyone want
Eggsy's
that?
it is Eggsy's turn otherwise.
I mean, we don't have any more enemies
1
before us.
second.
What was that?
I mean,
Ellie?
we don't have any more enemies before us, so we might as well just take our turn in the correct order.
Fair enough.
I mean, that like, save that for, when we need to get a healer up faster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Eggsy. Okay. Eggsy jumps out from the hiding spot, starts running towards her, and trips.
Yes.
And
Time
just
to go
rolls.
its way. Roll out.
Roll, legacy. Roll like the wind.
I don't remember what the AC for this move is. Hang on.
Roll, legacy. Roll in the deep.
We could have had it all. Rolling in the potato.
Okay, the AC of 4, and it gets a +2.
And
So many goddamn tabs are open.
I know, right?
And her evasion is 6, so you have to roll higher than 12.
How about a 17?
Alright. Eggsy rolls, but she is a little bit too focused on Quinn right now to dodge, so she just kind of looks up and Eggsy slams into her legs.
Mashed potato.
That is, how much damage does an Eggsy do? An Eggsy do a 28 damage.
And that is cool. Holy fuck.
How much damage?
28. And he gets to add 4 more next turn.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because that's times 4.
Okay.
How?
Because
Boy, that
she's
sucks.
fire flying, and it's a rock type move.
I need to do some math.
Wow. That-
Alrighty. Hold on.
I mean, it's probably not the most damage she's gonna take, but that's like 112 damage.
Okay. Yeah, she's actually bowled over. Like, Eggsy doesn't just run into her legs. Like, he, bowls her over. She falls down. And, like, she's scrambling back to her feet. And next up is Sarah, I think? Yeah, Sarah.
Sarah is going to hit her with. She's flying fire.
Correct.
So she weak to anything that I'm good at?
Well,
She's weak to water,
she's
electricity.
yeah, water, electric, rock. Since she is grounded, she's weak to ground.
Yep, because she's no longer immune.
Yep.
And rock is. God, I wish I had a rock move. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna. I can't burn her. So you've. No, okay, I'm gonna smog her.
Right, roll a hit. Remember, she has 6 evasion.
So I need to get a 13 or higher, but I get a +2. Yes! Barely!
Yes. So, alright, you use smog. How much damage does that do?
Smog does. Hold on. I have the thing up. Smog is going to do 39 damage.
What type of thing is smog?
Poison.
Okay.
Okay.
39 damage, and she smog poisons the target on an even numbered roll.
Okay. Yeah, either way, that's even numbered, so yeah, she is poisoned.
Yes! And pack hunt procs.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
Quinn. What the fuck's wrong with you, Quinn?
Alright, how much does poison do per turn again?
Oh, if anyone knows, that would be great.
I do not. Give me a second, though. I can probably find it out.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long.
I have multiple, poison, do 1 tick health.
1 tick of health, okay.
Cool, and I'm gonna do something. I'm
Mhm.
gonna try and do something.
Mm-hmm.
because I need to see if poison is a status effect.
It is a status effect, Hunter.
Fantastic! I cast after me. Oh no, not after me.
It's
Oh.
after you.
No. Wrong ability though. Is what I'm saying.
Follow me?
Strike again. Target my Pokemon effect. The target may immediately make an additional standard action using an at-will attack. I cast Hex.
Roll to hit.
Fuck.
That's a fail. All right.
I tried Geist. I really did.
Okay. So, who's next?
I think it's Cadus after Sarah, isn't it?
It is a case.
Yeah.
Hang on, I haven't figured out what I'm gonna use because I don't know what the
Also, I know I've been RPing her, but you can flavor her attacks and such like that.
I'm just trying to figure out what the typing is for this one move.
Which move is it?
Feint attack. It's
Oh, that's dark.
Oh, is it faint?
It's not. It's good against them. Okay. No.
Oh fuck. Hunter. Hex's stab bonus. So did you calculate that?
I didn't successfully hit her.
Duh. Fuck. My bad. I am so. This is what working with children does to you guys. It frazzles you.
Cadus
Mm-hmm.
is got. That's not all of her moves. I realize that now. Whoops. Cadus has moves that I did not put on the thing because they're status moves.
Okay.
So, ooh, yes. Cadus used Confusion Ray on Talon.
Roll to hit.
It's an AC 2. She's a +2, so she's gotta roll higher than an 8. 15.
Alright,
What's the confused DC on that, Andrea? Is it 15 or higher or 17 or
well,
higher?
it is Confuse Ray, so like if it hits, it confuses.
Confuse Ray is it's as long as it hits, confused.
Oh, neat.
Alright, so she is confused. Alright, up next is Layla.
Yo. Layla is going to get out her rope that she has made from string shot ages ago.
Mhm.
And she is going to use it to lasso Talon. Saying this, she needs to be within 4 meters.
You can say that she is, or like even if she's not already, I'm gonna say that you can get within that distance.
She basically springs out from behind her rock and attempts to lasso. AC for that is 6.
Okay. So you have to get higher than 12, and you have a +2, so that's a 9. That's a fail.
Yeah. Okay.
So
the rope goes wide.
Yeah, it might brush her, but it doesn't hook onto her.
You just wait until I succeed, damn it, and then we'll see what's what.
Thistle, or Jolene, or Zazu, whoever wants to go first.
Technically speaking, with her shield ready, Jolene's speed is 4.5. So I guess she goes right before AA run.
Okay.
How? What?
Thistle or Zazu, rock, paper, scissors for it. I don't give a fuck.
Can I just have Thistle go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'm just gonna use Shockwave on her. Yeah, Thistle.
Shockwave.
Thistle also.
Zazu always picks rock.
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
Okay, so
yeah, she jumps out from behind the rock and just uses Shockwave on Talon.
roll the hit.
And Shockwave never misses and does 15 electric damage. 15 special electric, and Thistle's special attack is 34. So 34 plus 15 is 49.
And that is doubled.
Woo!
Nicely done. All right, let me.
I feel it important to note that Thistle has a very serious business face on when she does this.
Very good. I'm proud of her.
Which one did Thistle attack?
Talon.
Talon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the one all of you are gonna go for because like all the others are basically enslaved and.
Yeah, take her out, and the others should at least.
I mean,
there's-
at least
Should be able to talk.
Spark
to
will
Yeah,
attack Talon until one of the others attack her.
Yeah.
And to which I am sorry, but Spark goes for the one that's hurting her.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's-
Either that
alright.
or the one that hurts Layla.
Zazu.
Zazu opens her
Ready.
mouth and begins to scream. And scream.
God.
And scream.
Oh god.
It is a long and angry scream.
It's
She
this
is using
screech.
outrage.
Oh.
I was gonna ask if you were using hyper beam, but I'm like, no wait, that's Hodge.
I
No,
was
I
thinking
think-
she
I
was
think
using
Zazu-
Screech.
I think Zazu can technically use Hyper Beam, but
Hyper buddies.
like, she doesn't have the move in her moveset right now, but I think she leveled into it or will level into it next level. I can't remember. It's on her list somewhere.
You should have most of your moves by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like her level 85 move or something ridiculous. But again, I honestly don't remember. It doesn't matter. She's using Outrage.
She's using outrage and she just screams. Rolled a hit. I mean, like we're saying rolled a hit, but I mean, I guess it would be technically roll to succeed.
Okay, Outrage, you hit all adjacent foes, so I guess I will roll the hit and then you'll deal with their evasions.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's been so long. It's just a straight 1d20, right?
I mean, and +2 because
mean-
you've got a +2 for
Oh
this.
yeah.
It's us. It's a gay D20.
Unnatural
It's not
20.
natural, but you know.
Okay. Outrage. How much damage does it do?
167?
What?
167.
Okay.
And that's before any it's a rock type move.
It is?
Yeah.
Outrage?
Yeah, my hang on, I may have changed the type. But
It
Outrage
should
is
be
dragon.
let me check. Yeah, I use move sync on it. It's rock
Uh-huh.
type now.
Oh my god.
I was like wondering why I had a little asterisk next to the rock type.
Okay.
I can send you like a screenshot of my character sheet if
No.
you need it.
I believe you. I believe you. Oh,
Oh boy, AA Run is now enraged and confused.
No, just Zazu.
Oh yeah, Zazu, that's what I meant.
okay.
AA Run has to
I
run
mean-
dead.
Zazu being enraged and confused. What's new?
She gains 2 combat stages.
Yay!
And it's rock type.
It's rock type.
Are you okay, Bucky?
No.
Oh,
I think
Oh,
Bucky
baby.
forgot that we do have Pokemon with rock types.
he can't have forgotten that. Jolwena's a rock type trainer.
I didn't forget it. I just didn't anticipate it doing this much.
I don't know.
You made
I
her.
don't
You
know
made
what
her
you
fire
expect.
flying.
Okay, what's the stab bonus on that? Or you calculated the
I
stab?
added the stab bonus for you.
How much was it?
The stab bonus part?
No, the total damage.
Oh. 167.
Okay.
Is that multiplied or?
I need a moment.
No, it's using the system stab bonus, which is not as absurd as the Pokemon video game stab bonus.
I was just wondering if that was already multiplied.
Oh no, that's not multiplied by 4. That's how much damage Zazu does.
So
And then times 4. Jesus Christ.
Okay. I need a
What
moment.
was that, Hunter, you were saying about me not being a real min-maxer? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. you have redeemed yourself.
Okay. Okay. She's not looking so hot. She's, okay. Oh boy.
it is a Aaron turn. No, it is a Jolene turn.
I tried so hard and got so far.
And in the end, Tyranitar.
Everyone down on the floor. Choose a dinosaur.
Um,
You did you not purposely set that up, Fucky?
no, I did not.
So,
Oh,
Hate it. 167.
again, that's all adjacent foes.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Just a reminder.
That's then times.
Reminder.
Oh fuck, hang on. That's so rock.
one thing,
Yeah.
Bucky. I forgot to ask. Did I or did I not set down a trap?
Oh, you did, but it doesn't matter now because they're all clutching at their ears and they all collapse to the ground.
The steel type takes half damage unless its other typing times it by 2.
Oh, did we beat this Broodmother?
Yeah, alright, the steel
Yep.
type manages to not go down, but it is clearly very unhappy. All the others collapse, clutching their ears desperately.
And now it's Jolene's turn.
Yeah, they're all done though. They're all done. You beat
Including
them
the
all.
Broodmother, or
Yes.
oh,
Wait, what? Did we just seriously?
but in the end, I ran.
That's why I was saying.
Did we just end combat, or?
Yes.
How much HP does she have?
Kind of, is she like unconscious or dead?
She's severely incapacitated. I'm saying that like her hearing is pretty sensitive. So
Well, guys, Quinn
Jolene-
didn't do anything this round.
Jolene kind of nudges her with her foot, leans over to her ear, and says, "We did ask nicely first."
Is Maws okay?
no, he is also incapacitated.
Spark at this point is running. We're out of combat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Spark is
Jolene-
running over very quickly and applying hyper potions to Maws.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jolene tosses Spark a hyper potion from the knitting basket.
Layla is going to start checking on the other Veons. If Spark has Maws covered.
I will use as many hyper potions as I can.
Thistle is going to check on Cadis and Zazu and Aaron.
Aaron is holding her ears and kind of glowering at Zazu, but in an affectionate way.
Also, because Eggsy is still technically using rollout until there's no available targets, so I'm flavoring it as he rolled past her, kept going, and has run into a wall.
Oh, I was gonna say he's bouncing off all of them like a pinball.
No, he ran into a wall.
I was kind of almost hoping that he hadn't. He was still going, and then someone could hop on top of him and ride him like a rolling log.
Oh my god.
No, he ran into a wall.
Okay, well, Thistle's gonna check on him as well then.
I'm so dead
I'm
inside.
okay.
I'm so dead inside.
How many
How? I did training for this.
I thought 600 HP would be enough.
Wow, did we get her down from 600?
Oh,
Yes.
Wow. Well,
Jesus.
because we hit her with two. I mean, we kept hitting her with like rock type moves.
She had 50 defense against the outrage. You 167 times 4.
I think
Is-
that would have taken her out on its own.
Zazu could have beat her in one hit.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Sorry, Bucky.
It did 668 damage on its own, and then when I subtracted her defense from that, it still would have beat her in one hit.
Oh my god.
Min max. Oh, how we min max.
I love you.
Love you
I-
too, Anna. Like, Quinn's pretty fucking badass when he gets going, but like, fucking failed miserably.
Jolene is my hero. I mean,
Fucking love
OP,
Jolene.
OP please nerf, but totally my hero.
The next patch, we're gonna be nerfing Jolene. Just everyone be aware.
My god.
This'll, after she's kind of made sure that Cadis and everyone else who was a bit worried are okay, she will actually go over to Zazu and just kind of stare up at her. That was amazing!
Oh my god.
Wait, who's this Thistle?
This'll.
Yes.
Right? The trick is to never let them poison you.
Oh, huh. I am a poison type.
No. That's okay. You just can't let other people give you poison.
I don't think I can get poison because I'm a poison type.
I should be one of those.
Oh yeah, you totally should.
No. No. That's not
Zazu
how it
has a
works.
fairly tenuous grasp on Pokemon biology.
She's doing better than Hodge.
A little bit. Oh my god.
Thistle's like,
If I teach you how to be a poison type, will you teach me how to do that yelling thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
you've just got to channel all the terror you've ever felt into a single burst of rage.
Thistle focuses. She focuses really hard. And then she
Cadis
kind of...
is-
Wait. Not here.
No?
We'll do it outside. Come on, let's go outside.
Oh, okay.
Cadis approaches, kind of pawing at her ears, and she goes, I don't understand. Is it terror or is it rage?
Yes.
Thistle just blinks and says,
Porque no las dos?
Zazu looks at her and says, "You speak French?"
No.
Italian, actually.
No. I think it's Latin. They're so close yet so far.
Aquí no
Aaron looks up.
labios dos.
Eggsy's writing in the dirt.
Aaron looks up, still like rubbing her ears and trying and toweling off with one of the thousands of sweaters Jolene has made because she's still bitter about the aqua tail,
oh.
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of looks at them and goes, "No, not worth it."
How's Maws doing?
He is slowly recovering, and he starts to get up to his feet. And he's just kind of blinking and shaking his head, and he reaches up with one of his covered claws, that still has the safety stubs on it, and uses it to kind of, twist his finger around in his ear a bit.
I can't believe
You
that.
recognize this, right?
He blinks at you. And then he turns and looks at the Broodmother, and his lips curl into this vicious snarl.
Hey, it's okay. We took care of her. Well,
Actually, can I, before Layla starts checking on the other Veons, can I actually say that she got out Sprig, and between the two of them, they are tying Talon the hell up?
Sure.
Okay.
Does that, not to be the downer who wants to, ruin the Undertale ending, but does that matter when she can mind control people into untying her?
I mean, to
True.
be fair, I was gonna wait until we were somewhat far away and then just kind of come back and finish the job.
Yeah, okay, this is plan wait till Layla leaves. Anyways,
I'm right here! I can hear you!
not when we're talking out of character.
Oh, I thought you were talking in character, sorry.
No.
Plan wait
Spark is
till
waiting
Layla.
for Layla to leave. Like, as you've seen, Spark, unless it is absolutely important, Spark just can't kill people in front of Layla.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as I say,
My heart.
Jolene and Spark exchange knowing eye contact, and Jolene kind of jerks her head towards Talon.
Spark just kind of nods. He was trying to make sure Maws is okay.
I'm gonna say Quint's still laying on his back.
Maws kind of trumps over to Quinn and uses his foot to kind of roll him over.
He does that roll over where he just kind of completely loses like control of his arms, so he just like rolls over and his arms are like folded underneath him and the other's like behind him. Just like
Maws once again turns to glare at Talon, and like he just can't stop staring and snarling.
Once Layla and Sprig have tied up Talon, Sprig is going to go over and look after her little sister and just congratulate her and tell her how proud she is of her. And Layla is going to come over to Maws.
He looks down at Layla, and he visibly softens quite a bit.
She holds out her arms to offer a hug.
He very carefully hugs.
She hugs quite tight.
I remember now. Spark does pull out a pink Pokeblock and offers it up to Moss.
He leans down and very daintily takes it between two claws and pops it into his mouth.
You feeling okay?
No.
Hey, Maria's okay.
He just looks so anguished.
She's okay, and she knows it wasn't your fault.
He doesn't say anything. He is, like, he's fucking destroyed.
Maws,
How dare you?
listen, I'm gonna check on the others, okay? They deserve another
He,
chance too.
He nods, kind of gets on all fours, and bounds up the walkway to the top of the quarry and out of sight. But I'm just gonna let you know now. He's not leaving. He's just getting out of range
Fair.
for when she wakes up.
As Layla is gonna start checking on the other incapacitated Veons, she glances up at the others.
So, should probably address the Dunfan in the room. What are we gonna do with her?
Well, to be completely honest, sweetheart, we were gonna wait till you left and then gank her.
yeah.
I mean,
There's not much else we can do.
Because she's just gonna come back and pick them all up again.
Only, angrier
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah. We can't just leave her here tied up.
Eventually she'll break out those bonds.
Or even
Layla,
if she doesn't, that's still worse.
Layla just kind of looks down at her feet and says,
You don't have to do that. You don't have to wait for me to leave.
You sure, honey?
Gotta grow up sometime, right?
Spark is looking physically in pain.
Honey, this isn't... That's
not
not
about
what
growing
growing
up.
up means.
No, but sometimes it's what being brave means.
Okay.
I've seen a Pokemon die before. Sprig kinda... Hello! Yeah.
Hello.
Oh my goodness.
He was a
Is-
jerk! I
Is she
know.
talking about Josh?
Yes.
I've committed
Oh.
murder.
Sprig takes a slightly more light-hearted view to this than I do.
Spark is just gonna look at Jolene and then just start moving over towards
Jolene's gonna hold up a hand to Spark because, just because Layla's cool with, seeing an objectively evil Pokemon die doesn't mean she should have to watch her girlfriend kill it.
Layla has somehow become very focused on treating the other Veons.
well, Spark was thinking she could do it because she has Rock Smash. Definitely finish the job.
I mean, I can. Yeah, I can also do it. need
Rock
be.
Smash is a fighting move.
I thought Rock Smash was raw.
It is
No,
a fighting
it's
move.
a fighting move,
Oh,
much
never
to
You
mind.
smash
my
the rock.
continued chagrin.
It's like tomatoes being a fruit.
Well,
Yes, darn.
you have to
Ah,
remember,
that is annoying.
I'll
the idea is that it smashes rocks.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'll I can do it if need be.
Jolene's just gonna pull out her chemistry stuff and mix up what is essentially a really, really large dose of lethal injection.
That's fair. Alright, once it's applied, it doesn't take long for her to stop breathing.
Jolene sanitizes the needle using 50s science and puts it away.
Spark has now started to go and move over to Layla, and between her healing the Veons, she's just kind of like hugging her.
You can feel Layla shaking a little bit. Like, she has seen a Pokemon die before, but that was in battle and in self-defense, whereas this was an execution, so she's a little shaken.
Yeah, Jolene's not gonna attempt to comfort her right now because it doesn't seem productive.
Yeah, that's fair. That is very fair.
Spark may or may not be trying to hint at Layla that anytime she's moving between Veons, that Spark can carry her,
Oh.
just without words.
She just squeezes her hand.
Excuse me.
Um,
The other Veons start to stir.
should we get out of here before they wake up properly? They
It
might
might be a
not
good
take
idea.
they might not take too kindly to seeing us.
That's probably a good idea. Just go after Maws.
Yeah.
Alright.
Spark says I'm going to use teleport to get Layla up to the ledge.
Alright.
Layla holds on to Spark perhaps a little tighter than she needs to.
Spark is okay with this.
Okie dokie. So you go up to the ledge. Maws is there, and he looks at you guys.
She's not gonna do that to you anymore.
He nods pretty solemnly. And he just kind of sits there for a moment, staring off into space, and he says, I can't go back.
What?
I can't go back.
Because of the Broodmother thing? She's gone now.
I hate to admit it, but Maws is right. Even though Maria knows it wasn't him, there's a whole town of very angry, heavily armed people who think it was.
But couldn't we?
We can try our best, but it's in the meantime.
But Maria misses him.
We can bring Maria out to him to visit.
You'd have to sneak her. There's no way that...
I mean, I can do that. I just don't think we'll be able to come back afterwards. And we kind of need have a town, and we kind of need to make sure they don't die in the next couple days. We kind of need you there, so.
Maws, there's gonna kind of be an attack on Gateon Port, just to let you know.
What?
Well, I say kinda, because it was gonna come from two directions. From the forest in the north, and from the sea. Well, we took over the camp in the north, so the people coming from there are gonna be working for us. They're gonna pretend to pitch a battle, and then the residents of Gateon can pretend to surrender, so that the people coming from the sea won't realise what's up until we have a chance to take them out.
Maws slowly nods and kind of stares off into space again.
I guess I was thinking that it's the kind of thing that we could use all the help we can get with, but if it's not going to be safe for you to be around the people of Gateon.
We can understand.
Maws's ears suddenly perk up as something seems to occur to him.
What?
He bounds down on all fours into the quarry again.
Layla looks like she wants to follow him, remembers there's Veons down there, stays put.
Alright, you can watch him. He heads down, like the other Veons kind of see him. They look confused, but they don't bother him. He
Spark
runs.
is instinctively just kind of slowly moving in front of Layla.
He runs into the cave, like he vanishes from sight for a minute. And then he comes back out of the cave on two legs. And he's got his arms full of something. Or
What's
things.
it out there, honey?
The other Veons kind of raise their hackles at him, like as he comes out, and they are growling, but he kind of roars back at them. His intimidate attempt is successful, and they back off. And as he comes back up to you guys, he has his arms full of eggs.
What? What kind of eggs are they, can we tell?
Just
Veon
looks at it
eggs.
and goes,
Oh,
okay, she's literally called a broodmother. How did we miss this?
that's fair. That is completely
Yeah,
fair.
I didn't think about this actually either.
Layla actually, she kind of like, her face just kind of lights up a little bit. Babies.
Babies.
A lot of babies.
Don't tell Hodge.
Oh God, don't tell
Oh,
him.
sweet
Can
Jesus.
you imagine?
Keep him in his Pokeball.
Giant Veons.
Hodge's Pokeball twitches as if he knows.
He knows.
Vito is like about to just grab it to keep it closed.
No. No.
Giant Veons walking around just quoting.
You see what you do to me?
Oh no.
This is what you've done to us.
I didn't make Hodge what he was.
I'm sorry.
No, that was Layla.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It
You
just
get all the
happened.
blame, and by blame I mean credit, and by credit I mean blame.
Yep.
as much as we pick on Hodge, we love him.
We do.
I'm
like
glad.
we adore him. He is the best.
And by best we mean worst.
Yep.
And by worst we mean
okay. So yeah, Maws he's got this arm full of eggs. Well, these arms full, like both of his arms are full, like he is walking very, very carefully.
Do you want
Layla.
help with that?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Spark is immediately helping just take eggs and putting them down.
Layla helps too.
Oh my gosh.
Jolene looks slightly dead inside.
There's so many
Who
of
does?
them.
Jolene. She's just cause babies.
What do we do with them? They need someone to look after them, right?
I reckon we adopt them.
She
Jolene
says
looks
with such
so,
pain in her
Like,
voice.
Jolene
There are
has this
14
look
eggs,
on
by
her
the way.
face
14?
that, like,
14 eggs?
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many.
How do you
if
How do you think Madge and Dusty at the daycare will feel about this?
Oh
and
Lord.
we've got an army.
Oh my God.
Well, we've got an army when they hatch and grow up, and then whether
That's
they...
why I said a couple years.
Oh, right. And then, you know, even then, if they want to fight, you know?
Yeah.
Mind
course.
you, most Pokemon do. It's kind of in their nature.
Just these fucking 12-foot tall monsters bounding around like puppies around the daycare.
I mean, yeah.
We're gonna need to get them a bigger building.
Yes.
we're gonna need a bigger boat.
We may have to move the daycare to the oasis.
No kidding.
We may have to move the oasis further out into the desert to accommodate the daycare.
What you're
The
saying
oasis
is we
might-
make a new settlement called daycare.
Yes.
An entire settlement called daycare.
You just
We settle
basically...
on the other side of the oasis.
Dusty ends up being the mayor of the settlement, and they're just like, so how did the settlement start? And she's just like, there were these eggs.
14 of them. They were Veons.
Best guarded settlement in the whole wasteland.
Do we teach these Veons to speak human?
Oh Lord.
Hodge can do that. What?
Oh no.
Okay, I think you know what I'm getting at.
Are you talking about like the intelligent death claws?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Sweet Jesus. Well, I hope you know that one of them, I am begging you to name one of them Goris.
Done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, consider it done.
Yes.
Just anything to pay respects to the old games.
Yes. I've been playing the old games, by the way.
I've noticed. How do you enjoy it?
They're pretty good. They're quite rough. They do not hold your hand even.
No, they do not. So much so that Fallout 1 is kind of like, oh, the fuck do I do?
They just kind of drop you, and you're just kind of like, how do I move? How do I fight? How do I?
How do?
Yes.
How do I do quest? Because they don't tell me.
You like don't even like have a noticeable quest list. You have to look for it.
Yeah, you gotta remember things too. It's like it's so different, but the story's great.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Mhm.
So what do you want us to do with these Maws?
I don't know. They deserve. And he's thoughtful for a moment, and he goes, I was hoping they could be raised by humans. After all, being raised among our own kind just keeps the vicious cycle turning.
Maybe if we had more Veons who knew that humans weren't dangerous, then they could tell other Veons, and then Veons would stop thinking that humans were dangerous, and then they wouldn't attack, and then humans would hopefully stop thinking Veons weren't dangerous, and then they wouldn't attack, and maybe given enough time, humans and Veons could be friends.
That's what I hope. So I was hoping, not necessarily you all, but good humans might raise them.
I think We can find some good humans.
Jolene raises hand.
Yes, Joey.
She has recovered from the initial shock and reverted back to babies.
Well, what do Veon eggs need? Do they need to be kept warm?
Yes.
Eggsy has gone over to the eggs.
No.
Has kind of started moving them all into a circle.
No.
And then
Aaron
sits in the middle of the circle.
He sits in the middle of the
Aaron picks Exy up and gently sets him on top of one of the eggs.
That's a bad idea.
You have no maternal instinct.
So we'll come over and sit down next to Eggsy and then lean back against him.
Guys, I'm terribly sorry, but I feel this is in character. Hodge bursts out of his Pokeball.
No!
and sees 14 eggs.
Aaron is ready. Aaron is ready to catch.
Hodge is still
Eggsy,
scuttling.
by the way, is every once in a while moving around in a circle and is turning the eggs.
Oh god, oh baby. Hodge just sees the eggs and he doesn't say anything, but you can tell in his eyes he is thinking babies, and he goes to sit on them.
No.
Eventually, Eggsy gets to the egg that Hodge is on, picks Hodge up, puts Hodge on Eggsy head, then turns egg.
After the egg is turned, Hodge scuttles down and sits on the egg again.
Aaron stands there, just not sure which of them to remove from the situation.
Hodge does seem to know how to sit on an egg. He's just a crustacean.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Aaron,
so after Eggsy turns the egg, Eggsy picks up Hodge and moves him over one. Turns the egg, picks up Hodge, moves him over one.
Oh my god.
Aaron gets down on all fours, squinches down to be on eye level with the eggs, and then whispers, "I'm so sorry. I tried to save you."
They're
Too
either
late for you
going to be
now.
Eggsy or they're going to be a Hodge.
Oh my
Which
god, because one
Which
of
of
them's
their
gonna...
fathers do we hope they resemble?
Oh my god.
You know they're gonna hatch, and then when they all evolve into the next typing, one of them's gonna be a bug Pokemon. It's gonna look just like a Veon version of Hodge.
No. And it's obsessed with Coca-Cola.
Yes.
It's gonna have like a weird urge to get in boxes, like a
Yeah.
cat that's also a bug.
Yes. And one of them's just gonna be a dumpy fire type.
And it walks around with its tongue sticking out of its mouth. Like dirt.
Good.
Oh, we split the difference in a dumpy bug type and a fire type that likes to hide in boxes
Oh my god.
and is obsessed with Nuka-Cola.
We have 2 daddies.
And then you have Big Brother Milo, who will show them how to EV. Actually, so will Edna and Mikey, and possibly Tallulah if she's around. Although I think she's mostly in Gateon these days.
These days, yes.
Actually, isn't Tallulah Maria's Pokemon now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she wanted psychic powers.
Maria is going to be a fairy psychic trainer.
Yep.
Tallulah has decreed it.
Powers. She wants to become like a Veon but fancier and rule the world.
Don't tell her about
Jolene wasn't
Broodmothers.
Jolene
Oh,
wasn't gonna
Lord.
hold her back from her dreams.
She asks the Ascendants to experiment on her until she's a Veon.
Oh!
That turned really sad really quick.
You had to make it tragic.
Yeah.
The worst part is by the time that would happen, Spark is going to make sure there's no more.
Spark is the Ascendants.
It's okay. She'd be like, "Can you make me super powerful?" And then the second someone actually tried to like touch her or experiment on her, bitten so hard.
I changed
That's
my
her-
mind.
That's her power.
Proud of her.
So in character, do we want to start heading for Gateon now?
Sounds good.
Is Maws coming with us?
Mm-hmm.
Where did Maws actually go? I got confused.
He was hanging around, like he just set the eggs down. But presumably when you guys take off, you gather up all the eggs in your arms. I mean, split labor, you know.
I'm
Maws
assuming.
carries,
I'm assuming that we put a bunch of them in sweaters.
of course.
Egg cozies.
Yes.
Egg
Or
cozies.
Spark is carrying one in one hand and Alayla in another.
Layla is walking. She hugs
she's
Spark,
walking-
but she insists on walking.
While Maws is walking, he kind of stops a bit and slowly looks down at the eggs. That are they all in cozies?
Yeah.
Um,
Jolene
he
wouldn't want them to feel left out.
Yeah.
he looks around at everyone and he quietly says, "Does anyone have a marker?"
Jolene does.
He very gingerly takes the marker, very carefully removes the cap, and starts drawing faces on all the eggs.
No.
I'm so proud.
By the way, Layla is going to whisper something to Jolene.
Yes, I am fine. What was that shriek? Something adorable happened.
Are you whispering now, or is it like a PM? Ah. Jolene rummages around in her knitting basket and hands over something that is very large and extremely pink to Layla.
And Layla just beams and says, I should have known you would have thought ahead. And she goes over to Maws and holds out the large pink sweater and says, we figured that your sweater was going to get all torn up, so Jolene made you a new one.
Maws bows his head to request that you help put it on.
Layla does so. She puts down the egg that she's carrying first, then does so.
Hold on, I need to message someone something.
I would also like to point out that as she's doing this, Hodge gets off the egg that Layla was carrying and kind of taps his little pincer at Maws' foot to get his attention. No. Do it. Give it time. But yes, Hodge is trying to get Maws' attention and tapping on his foot.
Maws looks down.
May I sit on your head?
Sure.
He scuttles up and sits on his head and says,
See, I was sitting on the eggs because that kind of makes them feel loved and protected, but I was thinking maybe you should feel loved and protected for a bit.
I'm hurting.
How dare you?
Oh, I've started giving the eggs names. Do you want to hear them? Eggsy was just giving them numbers.
Well, you don't know what kind of Pokemon it's going to be when they're still in the eggs.
That's why I'm just naming the eggs. And then when the Pokemon come out, we can give them different names. These are just their egg names.
Spark is kind of looking a little red in the face.
Oh no. Oh no.
why is Spark looking red in the face?
Spark is not saying a goddamn word.
Like, Layla looks at her. Is she, like, embarrassed or laughing or angry?
I roll insight.
You're probably gonna want to roll insight. I'm gonna roll guile.
Fuck yeah, I'll roll insight.
Oh, wait, are we rolling insight?
I am
Yes.
not sure why Spark is red. And I am naturally curious. It's intuition, right? No. Yeah, we don't have insight in this system, so it's intuition.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
just
insight
gonna
is my
use,
system.
Skill Monkey to re-roll that.
Oh my god, you're the
That's
worst.
fucking worse.
Doing intuition, correct?
Yep. So Jolene succeeds.
Hold on.
I tie.
I think since Spark's defending, you lose.
Oh wait, no, I got a 6 in there. That's a 20.
Damn it!
So Jolene and Layla succeed.
Is Quinn rolling or?
33.
Oh boy.
Sorry,
No,
no.
that is not a 33. That
is-
is a 36.
Yeah, that's a
Shut
36.
What are you?
He is the face. He is the people's person.
So,
Mark is very, very embarrassed.
why?
Bucky, you know why.
Is it something Hodge said?
I mean, usually.
I mean, honestly. Oh God.
Oh no.
Now you
I
remember?
think I just figured it out.
I still haven't. Hodge is just cheerfully telling Maws that one's Egbert, and that one's Eglantine, and that one's Eggltina.
And that one's Eggy.
Actually, no, he remembers that Eggsy doesn't like the name Eggy, so none of them are called Eggy.
Oh.
Egbert.
I said Egbert.
Eggward.
And that one is Egwardo.
Eggward.
Oh,
Aaron points to the last one in the line and says, omelet.
no.
Hodge looks scandalized.
Alright, time out real quick. The one that is Eduardo has to be pink and not pink, purple now.
Yeah. It does.
Yes.
That's
That egg is purple.
And has to like potatoes.
I
True.
hate all of you.
Well, Eduardo was the best one on Foster's Home.
He was.
I don't know. Cheese was pretty cool too.
Okay, but of the main
Cheese
characters,
was a monster.
Out of the main characters, yeah, Eduardo.
Eduardo was my
Eduardo.
favorite. Like, I really
Yeah.
loved Wilt and oh my god, the bird.
Coco.
Coco. It was Coco. Yeah, I loved them too, but Eduardo's my favorite.
I used to quote Coco and Cheese all the time.
Coco, Coco. Ow, my shins. God, my brothers and I used to watch that show all the time.
Yeah.
Same.
Memories.
I loved it.
I loved the movie.
Uh-huh.
The first one.
Yeah. Oh God, what is with my eyes?
Oh no.
Oh.
My eyes have stopped itching and Bucky's have started.
So all the eggs have faces now. And
And
names,
and
unfortunately. So now,
numbers. One of them is called Eggio.
Eggo.
Eggo.
One of them will be called Eggo and will like waffles.
Good.
Oh my God.
However, they would not like the rest of the party.
I would like to... Ow! Oh my god, Hannah, no!
It was a question.
Yeah,
It
no,
was
but my heart...
painful.
But yes, I would like to point out though that Hodge does name 13 of them egg-related names, but by the time he gets to the 14th, he has run out of egg-related names and calls the last one Fred.
Aaron
What about?
gestures at it again and says, omelet.
May I propose? May I propose?
When it hatches, we can call it Letty.
Freg. Oh my god.
I propose Freg instead of Fred.
Hannah vetoes this.
Anyway, back to Gateon.
Yes, back to Gateon. Okay, so once you start to get a little too close to Gateon, Maws stops heading with you and kind of finds a little place to nest. And he just kind of curls up and lies around.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah.
We'll try to talk to them and see See if they're willing to try again.
Yeah. Oh god, my eyes.
Does you have a Zyrtec?
Nah.
Is that
Take a
like
Zyrtec.
eye drops?
It's allergy medicine.
Ah.
You take it and it stops. I would recommend Benadryl, but Benadryl would knock Bucky out.
I
Oh
take,
yes, it would.
Benadryl makes me hyper.
I take Claritin.
Benadryl makes you hyper?
Yeah.
Hannah, you're
I
doing
have
it
really
wrong.
fucked up reactions to a lot of medications.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Any medicine that says may put you to sleep actually doesn't do jack all to me.
Hannah,
Like,
does
it knocks my sister out.
Hannah, does coffee make you sleepy?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, baby.
Like, if I drink a lot of coffee, it's, a lot of what I've read says it's like an ADD thing.
Oh.
That makes
Like, if
sense.
I drink a lot of coffee, it can help me focus.
Mm.
But if I just drink a cup or two, it's kind of sleepy. Like, I
Okay.
only drink coffee on mornings when I'm, like, planning to be kind of sleepy and, like, hang out, rather than, like, be super productive and stuff.
Okay.
That's fair.
Well, as long as you know how it affects you.
And not have it be anxiety inducing.
Yeah.
I can't go to certain coffee shops now because they just put too much goddamn espresso in their coffee.
Eh.
One time during a finals week, I walked up to this woman who worked at Starbucks, and like I knew her. Like it was a Starbucks I visited regularly back when I had disposable income.
Mm.
And I just looked her dead in the eye and said, I want you to put as much espresso in a cup with chocolate syrup as you physically can before it would actually cause me to die. And she did.
Was it good?
I mean, it didn't taste good, but it worked.
Fair enough.
Starbucks I'm okay with. It's just if I go to Jittery Joe's because they have a bunch more espresso in their coffee, I have a 50% chance of getting anxiety.
Huh.
It's just weird.
Okay.
It's strange.
Alright, anyway, we have a game to play.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's no problem. We all got sidetracked. Anyways, so with Maws kind of settling down for the evening, do you all head to Gateon?
I guess so. We go and sit in the house and check in with Jake and Kane, who would
They
likely trash the house.
they both well, as you open the door, you hear them kind of scatter inside and start kind of frantically tidying up.
Spark hears this, waits 1 second, then teleports in.
That
Hello.
Hey! The place looks perfectly neat and tidy.
The room is not toxic. You guys can come in.
Layla comes in and starts helping Hodge make nests for the eggs.
Jake just kind of stares and he goes, "What's that?"
This is Hodge.
Mother, a lot of eggs.
No, I mean those.
Broodmother.
Right. You kept the eggs.
Maws' idea.
What would you have done with them?
I don't know, left them with their own kind.
It was Maws' idea. Maws thought it'd be best to have them be raised by humans.
So we can start breaking the cycle of hatred between humans and Veons that was placed there by some kind of genetic engineering, I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm going to blame the Ascendants, I'll be honest with you.
Julene just kind of looks at him and says, babies.
So you guys and Madge and Dusty might have to get a bigger house for the daycare.
Uh-huh. Wait, you're leaving them with us?
No,
Not yet.
not necessarily.
When we get back to Phoenix, yes.
But we We are equipped to they're Veons. Why am I coughing?
Sheer incredulity.
I guess so. Must be.
We'll work on getting you a bigger house before they hatch.
A safety pen.
You might have to move to the Oasis, but
Oh no.
Hodge pokes his head out from Jolene's knitting bag, where he inexplicably is suddenly, and says,
Don't worry, I'll take care of the babies.
and then
don't listen to Hodge.
disappears back into the bag again.
And Kane just kind of has a 1,000-yard stare right now.
You should have asked Maws how close they were to hatching.
That would have been a good idea.
Actually, can I roll Pokemon education to try and figure it out?
Jolene too.
Sure.
Maybe just all of us.
I don't have a good Pokemon Ed. That's a bad idea.
Fair enough.
Give me one moment.
My Pokemon
oh,
Ed
shit.
is 66 plus 1, so I have a decent
Let
chance.
me-
Oh wow! Actually, no, my Pokemon Ed's a master. Hell, hang on.
Bye,
I thought
hold
my
on.
Pokemon Ed is worse.
Just cause that's like the one education thing that I actually have something in.
I thought my Pokemon Ed was worse. Or, that can't be right.
Oh wow, I rolled a 17.
Jolene's gonna skill monkey hers.
One moment.
Yeah, I gotta. Oh, I guess it must have been so I can talk to Pokemon. Duh.
Oh, yeah, you have to have an eye for that.
That is a 25.
22 for me.
Give me 1 second.
You got a 28 for a Jolene.
They are 5 days from hatching.
Oh,
Oh!
Oh,
so
no,
not
actually,
much.
let's say 10 days, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, that works a bit better.
Yes.
So we may have to have a satellite base at the Oasis temporarily.
You know, a few things, stuff, and things.
I
Yeah.
wonder how the Hadleys would feel about.
She just lets that thought dangle.
Spark just looks at Layla and is like, quickest way to get Rolf in line.
You mean Gunner?
Yes, I mean Gunner.
I was gonna say Rolf is.
I have been getting them mixed up for the past week in my head.
Fair.
I was just thinking that none of the kids have had their first Pokemon yet.
I don't think that's. This isn't. They're not starter Pokemon.
She just raises her eyebrow, and in a very Hodge-like voice, she says, "Not with that attitude."
Any kind of Pokemon can be a starter if you really want them to be.
No, you're right though, Jolene. We should probably give them to someone with a lot more Pokemon experience.
Jolene.
Like you.
I mean, there are 4 of us.
If one of them is a bug, I could maybe.
She
I
just
mean, I
kind of,
wouldn't.
she just kind of fondly pets one of the greenish yellow eggs.
I mean, I guess we won't know until they, evolve.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a dragon one.
Oh. So once we've got these little guys situated,
And Layla and Hodge are still... No, sorry. Layla is busily, sort of tucking them in to their little egg cozies. Hodge is, still in Jolene's knitting bag, and you can hear something that sounds a little bit like knitting needles clacking.
Jolene is concerned but has decided not to bother him.
A quick out of character. How many days is it to the attack? I've lost count.
Not that many, I think.
I want to say it's in like 3 or 4.
I think we might be down to 3 days left now, but I could be wrong.
Okay,
Lucky?
That
so
sounds-
deal with
that
attack
sounds-
first, then deal with.
Itchy.
Yeah,
I
I
do
was
think-
thinking, do we maybe want to talk to Dustin
That's
about?
what Spark's thinking. Well, Spark's thinking tomorrow because it's almost night.
Yeah, do we want to try and get some rest, and then tomorrow we can talk to Dustin and radio Finn and coordinate stuff?
Yeah, get as much defense as we can extra.
We'll make it look like we were really prepared for a sea invasion, and that way it'll look convincing when we are, she holds up her fingers for quotation marks, overrun by the land invasion.
Well, for now, let's get some sleep before we all become new parents.
Hodge pokes his head out of the knitting basket, and he just kind of hooks onto the elbow of Julian's sweater with one of his little pincers and tugs gently. And you can see that he's holding a knitting needle in his other pincer. And he goes,
Yes, honey?
Jolene,
Uh-huh.
I might have found something that I don't know how to do yet.
She looks at the knitting needle and goes, would you like me to teach you, sweetheart?
His eyes light up. Yes, please.
Okay. We'll work on that.
Hodge, forgetting that he still doesn't know how to knit, burrows excitedly back into the knitting bag.
Incredible.
Jolene just kind of sighs and says, he'll figure it out.
Sometime later, you hear snoring.
Good.
Whenever he's ready.
Fuck, I forgot a loot. Damn it.
Excuse me. Alright, do you all settle down for the night?
Mm-hmm.
I, as a PM, do.
Jolene is going to, while everyone else is settling in, she's going to very carefully set up a whole bunch of incubator lamps and the eggs in their little cozies.
I love it. Alright, everyone is settling down for the night.
Fuck yeah, I PM'd you.
Except for Spark. What are you scanning for?
She's just checking the radio, seeing if there's any transmissions going over. Just to, if anything's suspicious.
Nothing particularly suspicious comes up.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably say this doesn't have to happen on screen, but as per her promise, Layla does radio and check in with her family before she goes to sleep.
Alright. This seems to satisfy them for the moment. And also, they seem to... You can't see them, but you sense a 1,000-yard stare at the mention of 14 eggs.
Fair.
So,
That's fair. She tactfully decides not to mention how paternal Hodge is acting.
yeah.
Or Eggsy.
Oh my god.
We still after Jolene has put them in the lamps, every once in a while going and turning the eggs.
Oh my god.
Jolene kind of shrugs and says, saves me from worrying about it.
In the
Love
middle of
it.
the night, Hodge does sort of stir, realise he fell asleep in the bag, sleepily shuffles out of the bag and situates himself on top of one of the eggs.
Sometime in the middle of the night, Hodge just turned around.
He's too sleepy to notice.
Soa has been staying close to Igzy.
Lexi is just really busy being a dad.
Eggsy will be the world's best dad. So, alright, so Hunter, are you cool with what we discussed?
Sure.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. So you wake up in the middle of the night, and you sense a presence in, like, near you where you're sleeping.
Okay. Reactively, Quinn's going to roll over and try to peek out of the crack in his eyelids to try and like see who's there.
You don't see anyone, but there's almost a kind of shimmering in the air. And roll a perception real quick for me.
34.
All right. If you look closely, like as your eyes kind of adjust in the darkness, you can see that the weird kind of shimmering in the air takes the vague shape that looks similar to Sarah, but it's not Sarah. You know it's not.
Does anyone else get waken up by this?
Nope.
Can I look around and see Spock?
I mean, if you're, well, did you all end up sleeping in the same room, or like?
I'm not sure how the house is laid out, so...
There's a bedroom upstairs, and then there's like a big like living room common area downstairs. I believe is what the layout is.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think Spark probably went outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Quinn's going to imagine that he's dreaming and then go back to sleep.
Mm-hmm. You almost feel like a hand touches you.
That's when he's gonna freak out and like flail in that general direction.
The figure recoils slightly, but otherwise does not move. It's just watching you.
Mentally, gonna contact Sarah and be like, "Wake up, like now." And does she see the same thing?
Yes.
Spock's not in the house, but is Eggsy in the house?
Eggsy is probably fallen asleep by the eggs.
Where would you keep the eggs? The living room or the bedroom?
I would have said living room, so there's more space for them.
Yeah, Jolene would have set them up in a separate room if at all possible, and barring that, like, a secluded area of the living room.
I
Okay.
do kind of have to point out that Layla, in part because she wants to wake up if Spark comes back in, and in part because she wants to stay near the eggs, has set up camp in the living room and is just sleeping there in her Jolene blanket.
Upon seeing a phantom Lucario in the living room, Sarah reaches over to Eggsy and tries to gently shake him awake.
Pancakes.
Out of everything he could be dreaming of course it's pancakes. Just shake him again.
I don't want pancakes this morning.
She's gonna like take his head, turn it towards the phantom, and then open up his eyes.
Does Eggsy see anything?
No.
Yeah, what? What are you doing?
Points at it.
He sees nothing.
Blink, blink, blink.
I don't see nothing. Do you want me to light up the room?
She just pats him on the head, and he's just like, go back to sleep. And then stands up and just like puts a hand to her hand and goes, "The radiation finally got to me."
Before he goes to sleep, he just reaches over, turns one egg, then goes back to sleep.
Oh. Yeah, so Sarah stands up and is going to like walk out of the house just to get some fresh air.
Quinn, you Quinn sees, he can vaguely make out the figure carefully gesturing for him to follow it, and then it follows Sarah.
So he does so, and when Sarah sees that it's out there now, she's like, "Ah, it's following me." She's gonna have a stick in hand and try and keep it at like a stick's length away.
It is keeping its distance. It does not get in Sarah's personal space. And it like kind of looks between Sarah and Quinn, and carefully gestures to follow it again. And it's not walking, it's floating.
So as it floats away, Quinn's gonna like look back at the house. I'm super tempted to grab somebody and come along because never split the party. It's gonna like quickly write down on a note of saying, went out. If I don't come back, sorry. Phantom Lucario. And then like just put it on the table or something. And then follow it.
Alright, you follow it. It leads you through town. It's a very quiet night. Like, there's some guards wandering around, some, insects chirping here and there, the crickets and all. But it's a pretty quiet night.
What's that giant, like, insect from the Sun and Moon? I can't remember it now. It's like the mantis shrimp one.
Oh. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just like laying on a roof, rubbing its like claws together, making the chirping noise.
But anyways, so this figure leads you to the docks, and it kind of floats down along the longest dock and kind of just not sits, but it kind of lowers so its quote unquote feet are resting on the wood, and it has turned to watch you. And with the light of the moon kind of reflecting off the ocean, it's much brighter in this spot of town. And with it being a bit brighter, you can actually see it better, and you can clearly see that it's a Lucario, not just like in shape, but you can make out like its eyes, its nose, its individual fingers, etc.
Can I roll occult?
Sure.
Great. My grand total of 2d6 plus 1. The educations were not my strong suit.
Fair enough.
I rolled a 13.
Not bad, actually. Not bad at all. Okay, you feel like you're participating in a ritual.
Hey, Hannah.
Yep.
Do I leave before or after the obelisk?
Oh, you could leave before the obelisk, but after is so much more fun.
You're right, it is. I'm gonna stick around for a while, see what's going on. Okay, yeah. When I'm gonna walk out on the docks. Can I know whether or not Gary is like?
Gary is patrolling.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I can call out to him if I need to. Shit starts going bad. Okay. So what happens?
All right. So. Let's see. The Lucario, you know the kind of pose they take when they're using Aura Sphere?
Yes.
Um, so it takes that pose, and an orb is forming in its hands, but it's not like, freaky and violent and looks like it's gonna hurt the shit out of you. It looks like it's kind of glowing like the moon. And so it gathers in its hands and it fires at you, but again, it's not like launching at you like a cannonball. It just kind of floats gently through the air, splits in two, and one orb kind of gently floats into Quinn's chest, and the other floats gently into Sarah's chest. And you are just suddenly filled with power and instinct of how to use it. And you are now granted your Aura Guardian abilities.
Yay. Cool. Does the Phantom say anything?
No, it's just kind of watching you intently.
Yeah, Quinn's just gonna be like silent for a moment. Awkward.
It just kind of slowly nods its head approvingly and then fades.
Well, thank God. Okay. Do I wake up back in bed or am I still on the docks?
You're still on the docks.
Oh, sweet. So it wasn't just a dream. I'm a. Now I'm curious. I'm a head back home and then halfway there think about where's Spork, and I'm gonna go look for Spork.
Alright, Andrea, where exactly is Spark? Andrea?
Sorry, I stepped away.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have mentioned I was getting ice cream.
That's
Aw.
perfect.
Who wants
Yes,
some?
Honesta.
Ken has?
Lucky,
Ken
lucky,
has?
it's half baked.
How dare you get half baked without me? That
You're not here.
that sounded really. I kind of want my parents to barge into the room like, what?
I'm sure they would know what you were talking about, though.
Well, I know, but like, you know how my dad loves to joke, and
Yeah.
like how he brings me bananas randomly while we're RPing and shit
Yep.
like that. So,
That's right, we have to bring back the banana meme.
no, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
Said it.
Do not. Oh well, there's a new meme I'd like to add to the group, but I mean, I also know that memes can't be forced, but also I really want to add it, so I'm kind of torn like that.
Is it the mild neurotoxin?
No, it is not the mild neurotoxin. Although,
That was
yeah,
horrible
that
meme.
Good, because although we still need to bring that back more.
yes, but
That's
the
so
other
rare
one,
a meme that it didn't even happen on stream.
yes,
And
the one I wanted to the meme I wanted to add was the bees are on vacation.
Yes!
These are on vacation.
I love that the
You
bees are on
guys, like,
vacation.
I wish you could have seen it because, like, I'm in there in the stairwell. We are talking to this small child who is, who
Scared
does
of
not
bees.
want to, scared of bees and does not want to go up the stairs to the second floor. And so, like I said, I had already fallen into the trap of suggesting the bees before I knew he was scared of them.
Bees in the
So-
trap.
So we're sitting there trying to gently coax him. Diane's sitting next to me and she's like, "So there's so much neat stuff upstairs. We have the water tables, we have an apple processing plant, and we have real live bees." And I'm just like, "But they're not here today." And then, I don't like. I just said the first thing that came to mind. Like I have no idea how I plan to cover that up. I
Well,
just
clearly, by the bees being on vacation. I mean, that was my first thought.
Well, yeah, then the counselor jumped, like the little boy's counselor jumped in, like, "Yes, they're on vacation. The bees are on vacation." And I'm
The
like,
little boy's
"Yes."
counselor is my hero.
We're like, "The bees are on vacation." And so he accepted this.
I mean,
Oh,
it's perfectly logical. Bees need holidays too.
Oh my god.
Holiday.
That
You've
was,
worked your entire lives to come here to work for your entire lives.
and like, again, my favorite part was just, when he ended up going to see the bees himself.
They're back from their vacation early.
We were just like, "Oh, they're still on vacation. They're not gonna bother you." And he's like, "Okay."
Oh! Oh!
Like he sees them. He sees the bees are there, and we're like, "But they're just on vacation. It's okay." And he's just like, "Oh, okay."
Oh my god. That's amazing.
The very definition of a white lie.
Oh my goodness.
The bees are on vacation.
That's amazing.
But the bees aren't here today.
Little white lies are okay, especially when they're in good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry,
Oh yes, that's right. Quinn was looking for Spark. Oh yeah, that's yeah, Andrea, that's what we were calling you for actually. Before we got talking about memes.
Yeah.
So where is Spark again?
Spark's probably just outside, not too far from the house, just sitting there with the radio, just going through the channels, listening in, just making sure that nothing important is being said, nothing, possibly Ascendance, possibly Brotherhood XP that I can't remember what the fucking name is.
Kindred.
Thank you. Anything, possibly any nerve transmissions?
Nothing really comes up.
Okay.
Cool. While Quinn is looking around for you and finds you, can he find you or are you hidden?
Yeah, she's not hiding. She just wanted
Okay.
to get away to make sure she wasn't making too much noise and waking everybody up.
Have me roll my massive perception again. So yeah, Quinn's gonna like sheepishly come up with Sarah in tow and just be like, "So, I know this is gonna sound weird, but a ghostly visions of Lucario took us to the docks and put orbs in our chests, and I think we have superpowers now."
Cool.
He nods.
Good.
Oh my god, Spark.
It's like, okay.
It's like
Tuesday.
just
Like,
right,
Yeah.
like half the party has superpowers. Right?
Spark's just kind of like, weirder shit's happened to us. I accept this.
Weird
Jolene
stuff
been
happened
touched
to us
by-
today.
Today.
Yeah.
We're all tired.
This is the second weirdest thing I've seen in the last week. So yeah, he's like, I know I'm the supervillain, but I don't know superpowers that well. Can you train with
sorry.
me? I guess I don't know.
I'm
I don't know how
sorry,
superpowers work.
I just read the chat. I'm sorry.
Your mom was a white lie.
Oh my god.
What? Hannah!
I just sometimes
I
say
would love
things.
to use that joke when I'm at home, but I would get chewed out.
But you're not at home. You're with us.
I'm not.
Congratulations. Oh my god. So, anyways, what was Quinn saying? He wants
Yeah.
to train with Spark?
Quinn's like, can I train with you? I don't know if training's the right. I don't know superpowers. I don't know how to do this.
Sure. I mean, I guess it depends on what exactly your powers are.
Well, I can do this, and he like holds out the palm of his hand, and starting at the size of a grape, and then slowly growing to like the size of a basketball is like a blue sphere of power. I can do that. Oh, and I can do this too. And he flicks out his blade, and he transfers the sphere to the blade, and the blade gets like a sheen to it.
Spark grabs out a pen and paper, makes notes to this. Is like, I might need to borrow your arm.
I'd rather you did, and I mean, as long as it's still attached to me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just
Yeah,
thinking,
no, I guess.
I'm just thinking if you could do that. Ooh.
Oh, also,
Laser cannon.
Oh my god. You're just gonna turn Quinn into cyborg, aren't you?
You're giving her ideas.
You could turn Quinn into Samus.
Yes.
But
Quinn
Samus
also-
is a girl.
So she's still a badass.
Well, I mean, yeah.
He's quoting the trope.
Oh, fair. Okay, I didn't. Yeah. Quinn will also be like, I also think I'm part Pokemon.
Can you understand Pokemon?
I can understand Sarah, but that doesn't really count. And she's like, no, it doesn't count. Here's what I mean. And he goes over to Sarah, and he playfully punches her in the arm, and it looks like it leaves like a mark, like it's like a legit punch.
Hmm.
It's weird. She socks him in the arm, just revenge. Ah. I think I'm a fighting type.
Interesting.
I would have thought I was steel type.
No, fighting suits you.
Ghost, maybe.
Maybe ghost, but fighting suits you.
Don't know how to take that, so I'll take this as a compliment. So I guess Spock and Quinn are going to be talking, and she's just going to be taking notes for the rest of the night.
Taking notes, and then, she's probably going to give him suggestions on what specifically to train. Is probably going to mention that, like, you probably will want to train with Sarah, since she will know more fighting type techniques than Spark will.
Her response is,
You have become Sarah's Pokemon. Congratulations.
The Pokeball's on the other belt now. I think that's all I have planned. Unless Spark wants to do anything else specific about that.
Nothing specific.
So what's with the radio?
Just checking the frequencies. We haven't heard much from any of the other factions. I just wanted to keep it in a good. Last thing we want to do is be focusing on this, and then get hit from the side.
Well, you know what's gonna happen, right? Is that when shit starts hitting the fan, it's all gonna happen at once.
That's what I'm afraid of, and I want to keep on top of that. especially because we don't have as much ascendant movement. I'm worried about that. And there's still nothing on there. For all we know, they could be a couple 100 miles out.
Yeah, the Ascendants might have gotten wind of what's happening and just held up.
They might have, or they might be using it as an opportunity as us being distracted and moving faster. I mean, they will fight Nerd. They will more than likely fight Nerd when they get here. Knowing Holt, knowing my father, they're not gonna just. I don't think they're gonna hold up again. At least not for a while. There's a lot of factors that we don't have information on right now. The
Yeah.
Kendrick seem to at least be, content with staying in the hole. But for how long, we don't know.
Who's gonna sit down next to her? You know, most of my life it's been reactionary, right?
It's understandable.
Yeah, not having all the information's sucks. But you can't always change that.
I know. I guess I'm just used to my training. My training was gathering that info. So, doing what I know best.
The only reason I gathered any info was to sell it. Everything has a price.
Everything has a price. Sometimes it's not worth it.
Well, it's always worth it to someone. That's my job. Finding someone willing to buy shit. No matter what that shit was.
Maybe worth it to someone, but always in the end, especially when it comes to this info, it's what it's worth to you in the end. It's not what it may be worth something to the person you're selling it to, but to us, it always can come back and bite you in the end. Most likely will.
Yeah. You should go on a date with Layla.
What? We don't have time for that.
We have 2 days until shit hits the fan.
2 days that we can spend prepping.
A lot of the prepping doesn't seem all that long, difficult, hard, or not already done.
There's always something we can do. There's always something that you're not thinking of that you can fix.
Fuck. Take some time with her.
The entire time I'm well, I'm going to be worried that doing that, I'm not doing what I can to protect her and Kane. I need to make sure they're safe.
Spark, I've been running all my life to keep me and my brother safe. Sometimes you just need to stop and realize what you have. Enjoy what you have.
She just kind of sits there and just sighs.
On a less emotionally taxing subject, you want to see how hard this thing can hit? And he holds out the LS sphere.
Hang on. Hang on, I need to look at a thing.
I'll be 10 caps. I can hit those 3 cans up there on that fence.
Trying to see if I got anything. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay, yeah. Here we go. She just kind of focuses for a moment. There's a slight, like, aura around her. She just kind of pulls it off. It looks like it hurts. And just kind of, like, moves it out a good distance. And it kind of takes the form of, trying to think of a thing. I'm gonna say just a random faceless person.
The fuck did you just do?
I use substitute.
Okay.
I have substitute be like kind of an aura that kind of just like, you know, sits on top of her that she can kind of use to like, okay, she can take like a couple hits and then just, you know, kind of protects her.
Okay.
She just kind of pulls it off.
Yeah. And he's gonna start doing target practice. At some point, he pulls makes a really tiny one like the size of a grape and shoots it with a finger gun.
Spark is taking notes. Is every once in a while grabbing Quinn's metal arm. Is just looking at it, figuring out placement stuff, then sits it down.
Boot grapes. Yep. So I just target practice and shooting the shit. And notes, all the notes in the world. I think that's all I had. Did you have anything else, Buck?
Nope. After a while, she'll probably go back inside. Just pat Eggsy on the head. He just kind of reaches over to a different egg, turns it, goes back to sleep.
He paws at the air and then he turns the egg.
Yeah.
Spark came back into the living room.
Yep, she's going back upstairs because she thinks that's where Layla is.
In the dark, Layla hears movement and stirs, only half wakes up and just makes grabby hands.
Oh.
It's like, I'm hearing noise, that must be Spark.
Spark just kind of tries to scoop Layla up, and then carries her upstairs.
She latches on and snuggles.
Oh.
Pat, pat, pat.
So we'll kiss Eggsy on the top of the head before laying back down.
He wakes up again, turns an egg, goes back to sleep.
What a good
He's
dad.
such a good dad.
Gotta fully devote himself to fatherhood.
He's just like, I can't have a relationship right now.
I have to think about the babies.
And so I was like, hey, what about me?
I can't have a relationship right now. I have to focus on my children. Eggsy, they're not your children. Yes, they are.
There are 14 of them.
I have 14.
My children are the Hodges' children. Make up your mind.
Oh my god, he's just like,
I'm the single father of 14 children.
And Hodge is like, hey.
I'm the single father of 14 children.
Just does anyone remember that line in Fiddler on the Roof where they're singing, like in the song tradition, I think, and Tevye comes forward, I have 5 daughters. And I'm just imagining that, but Exy going, I have 14 eggs.
No, wait, count them again. 14 eggs!
Yeah, Tevye didn't actually get that wrong, I did. Although imagine that. It's like...
counts them again.
In the middle of Fiddle on the Roof. Just, I have 4 daughters. No, wait, I have 5 daughters.
Oh god.
I thought he only had 3
Imagine
daughters.
though,
What? No, I
Alistair
thought he had
pulls another
5.
door.
Oh no, he
All
has
16
tiny ones,
eggs
yes.
are safe in their cozy.
Oh my god.
He started counting frantically and is just like looking around.
Wait,
All
what?
8
They're
dwarves are safe.
multiplying.
Oh no.
All 8 dwarves are safe in the trash can.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I still love that thing about the dwarves and Sarah.
Their kin.
Oh hey, this is my house.
Just dragging along a trash can because it annoys the fuck out of Cholet.
My house. My house.
My house! My house! My house! My house!
My home.
Yeah, Quinn is now has fighting alignment element type.
Alright, I think that's a pretty good place to wrap up the session, actually, now that I
Yeah,
think of it.
we've been going for about 3 3/4 hours, so yeah,
Yeah.
good length.
Uh-huh.
And we didn't die! Woo!
Ooh.
Oh my god, I'm still in shock.
Oh baby.
I shouldn't be. I know I shouldn't
thought
be.
You knew. I gave you my sheet.
I didn't look at the sheet. I just asked for the sheet for... I was just like, okay, I need to have this ready for when they're mind controlled.
Oh no.
I just love that too. Of I got this great thing, and it turns out like their one ultra weakness is rock, and you didn't think about it.
He thought about it. He just
he
thought
about
he
it.
gave her enough HP. Next time.
Next time you give him enough HP, double it.
Yeah, basically.
That's what I did!
Oh my god!
So triple it.
Alistair, just add another 0 to the end.
Hunter, that's what I did! I doubled it, and then I tripled it.
Oh my
You
god.
thought 100 was enough HP?
No, like, I started out with 200, then I doubled it. I was just like, okay, so 400, and then I tripled the original 200.
Wow.
I thought 200 would have been good enough.
Sorry.
What?
Like, yeah, I started at 200, and I was like, no, that's not enough. And
Yeah.
so I doubled it, and then I'm like, 400, that's not enough. And then I was like, 600, that'll work.
I just love how Quinn, the other like massive damage dealer in this entire party, just failed miserably out the gate.
Hey, I didn't get to use my fancy rope. I mean, I did. It just didn't do anything.
We didn't make one turn, like finish one round.
We didn't even get to Aaron. We didn't even get to Jolie.
Just Zazu screamed.
Oh my god. You can't be mad at that though, because it's Zazu and she's screaming and she's doing her best and you just want to give her all the corpses.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end,
You want to end a boss fight, you throw the Tyranitar at it.
Actually, I'm actually typing out that phrase exactly. What was it? You tried so hard.
I already put that in the subtitles page.
No, I'm
unless
actually doing
you're
it for a different
submitting
thing.
it.
Yeah, I'm doing it for a different thing. I tried so hard.
So hard and got so far, but in the end, Tyranitar.
For the longest time, I didn't even know what that was originally, and I finally looked it up, and it's, like a Linkin Park song or something?
It's like
Yeah.
the most played, like one of the most played Linkin
Like,
Park songs.
They tried so hard, got so far, and in the end it didn't even matter. And I'm like, I like my version better.
It actually rhymes.
Because yours actually rhymes.
And scans and everything, I love it. It's like, I have few things that I'm proud of in my life, but that's one of them.
Like,
Tyrannosaur.
Should I possibly stop the stream, because I haven't done that yet?
yes.
Oh,
Okay.
good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night, everyone.
Love you
Thank
all.
you. Thank you very much for joining us for this glorious train wreck. Take care, and
Yes.
good night.